There you go. Never mind.
Hi, Margie. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'll stream for it.
Oh shit, Adrian Mateo.
Sunday afternoon. Hey,
What's up,
Adrian.
Adrian?
Sunday afternoon talk. Let's
Come
talk
on
shit.
up, Adrian. Get
Afternoon.
your ass over here. Come
Yeah.
on up.
What's up, Chris? See, look at all the people coming in.
Everybody's
Chris
coming in.
Wedgeworth.
Holy shit. Here we go. Look at Adrian.
How you been, Adrian? Yeah, I
Good to
like
see you.
Adrian's new car that he got. That thing is sweet. That
Come on
Chrysler
over, man.
300.
Come on up. I don't
That's
have the.
a sweet car.
I can
You
put
can just
the
go
link
to
in
invite.
here.
You go to invite down at the bottom.
Now, where do I copy at? In your or in mine?
If you put it in the StreamYard chat, it will go to all three
It'll
channels.
go everywhere.
Okay. Oh well, look at that. Tim, you're live. Yes, I am, Marty. Good to see everybody. I'm over on Justin's stream. We're just
Don't
chilling.
you go on at 9 o'clock, Adrian?
Who? Yeah, I thought he went on. Is he?
Yeah, he's usually on at 9.
Oh, he said he's too busy with the baby.
Okay.
Yeah. That's correct, Lambo.
Good to see you, Adrian.
What's up, Mark? How's it going?
Hey, Mark.
Like I said, so you actually have a handful of people that used to come to your stream that I don't think are subscribed to me anyway, Tim. Because you used to get a decent amount of people on your stream.
Yeah. We held a good 20, 25 people in. But it was all morning rockers. You know what I mean? Like,
Victorian Ariel, what's up?
Hey, Brett.
Torian.
How's
What's up, Brett? I got it right this time.
Yeah, both Bretts.
Come on, Mike. Come up on the panel.
Yeah, man. So, Adrian didn't go live today?
I guess he said he was. He said something up there about I was gonna go live. So maybe he got a late start to
You
it.
can do that if you want, Brett. Lambo. I've got all the live streams under a playlist.
Now, are you streaming too, Don?
Yeah, I'm on now.
You are?
Yep.
Whoever's channel you're on, Chris, I'm assuming Tim's maybe? He said give us some wrenches.
Hold on, I'm going to look.
Who's? I'll check to see.
Oh shit! I don't. Jesus, I haven't been. Okay.
Sorry. Mine is fully wrenched.
Al says Adrian is all guns and no drones these days. What's up, Adrian?
He's gonna have to do a range test then. Hello, Adrian.
Hey, Adrian, how you doing, bro?
Are you in a hotel or something?
Okay,
Adrian.
Everybody.
Can you hear us?
A moderator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's at a motel, I think. So whoever talks will be moderator now.
What's up, Dominic? I mean, fucking, damn it! Now this is confusing me. What's up, Art, Bill?
You
Sorry,
gotta
guys.
Have a blue wrench.
You gotta wrench me up, Tim.
Where are you at? Okay.
On yours, I came.
I just haven't gone live in so long, like even restreamed. So yeah.
Oh, you are now.
Hello, Andrew. So I've given you a like.
I think Tim going live really screwed with everybody.
Why not? Hello, Bill. Uncle Bill.
And I went.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I think he was just coming in to flip us off. Tim did. I guess it didn't put it in all 3 streams. Hold on.
Thought you said it would.
I thought it did. It was doing that on other people who were multi-streaming, so I don't know. There you go.
What? Did you just put it in?
Yeah.
It put it in mine. It put it in. No, it didn't put it in Dom's. It put it in mine.
I don't know. I think they're still working the bugs out on this thing. Because other people, when I was on Lloyd's channel and they were multi-streaming, it was going to all 3 because whatever comment you put in, it was coming up 3 times.
Okay. Here's Bill.
Yes,
There's no bugs. The only bugs are in your bed. Look, what's going on is this is the primary channel, and I found the stream on the primary channel, and I didn't see it on Tim's channel because I didn't look at Tim's channel.
Yeah.
Well, Tim hasn't been live in almost a year.
Who the fuck look at Tim's channel? I mean, I could have looked at. Oh, look, it's Artie. Hey, keep us up. I would have looked at possibly Dominic's channel. Oh, that's annoying.
What the fuck was that?
God only knows. I would have looked. Oh my God.
There we go. I have to put up with this earlier.
Okay, never mind.
Dominic.
Uncle Roger gonna try my best to behave myself. No yelling at customer unless they are idiot.
Yeah, I'd agree with that comment.
Well, unless you're an idiot or Egyptian.
Bill,
Damn, Al.
Can you get the Logi Hub out and start doing it, please?
I'm sorry, what?
Wow.
The Logi Hub. Get the Logi Hub.
What's he saying? I can't understand.
Ooh, Al's having a shot at fucking Adrian.
I'm not even going to repeat that.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Oh, we haven't seen each other in a while.
This would teach you to listen to authority!
What the fuck?
And here's
And
Andrew.
there's Andrew.
Respect my authority, bitch.
Good evening.
Andrew who?
Later, Jim.
What's up, Jim?
See you, Jim.
Artie, please stop.
What? How you doing, Jim? See you, man. Have a good night.
So what's going on, Tim?
Nothing much. Just chilling. As usual.
I saw your post on Facebook about the road construction and speeding.
Yeah,
I saw
but
that.
now they have to.
I agree with that.
Hmm.
I have to agree with that.
But nobody enforces it. The police don't enforce it. So
What do you agree with? Not to race through road construction and nearly kill the guys working on the road construction? And you agree with that? Good for you. Good for you. It's about time somebody said don't kill people that are working on the side of the road.
they need
They're
to
the
enforce it.
same way over
But-
here.
If you think about it, Tim, it sounds very similar to what we have here in the U.S.
Yeah.
What's that?
That point system. If you get caught so many
carbon
over, you get so many points on your license.
It doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon
Or
cage,
you
how you
get,
doing?
or you get a big fine.
As well as it should.
It should, but they don't enforce it. We just had another one killed 2 days ago.
They do over here. There's usually especially say on a turnpike and it's construction. There's usually a steady sitting there waiting for somebody to be stupid.
Why
Yeah.
is there a second person coming in under Art?
Because he wants to.
Oh, that's me
Oh,
with a hook in my eye.
Oh,
Jesus
at least you
Christ.
caught something.
Yeah.
I haven't caught a goddamn thing with my new reel.
Yeah, so
It's a call.
I spent an hour in ER getting that out.
Oh,
It only took you a few seconds to put it in there.
Yeah, it did.
I thought somebody else was coming in as Art because all I saw was Art's face.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nobody's
nobody's
making believe they're art. That's not happening.
When I was younger, Art, I got a.
How recent was that, Art?
My dad.
This
took it out
morning?
and said, "Stop being a
Today.
baby."
Oh,
My dad took it out with the pliers and said, "Stop being a baby."
Mm.
Ooh.
Really? Did he rip it out of your eyelid?
No, it was in my head.
Well, there's nothing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it just stung a little bit.
I love you,
Just-
Tim. Tim, you set me up so. You're the best. You are. I mean, you set us up for the low hanging fruit all the time. God bless you.
Mm,
I have to.
Well, the thing is, though, is that would have happened so quick, you probably wouldn't have had a lot of pain from it. As
yeah.
long as there's nobody yanked on it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
See, part of it is the amount of nerves that are actually in your eyelid and like that. You know,
Well, one good thing, you didn't get it stuck in your
it's
eye.
not like you got it stuck in your
oh
dick.
yeah.
Oh, God, that would have been real bad.
Oh, man,
Yep.
in the eye. Ooh.
I'd be like, oh, it's Art the Pirate. Yeah, I'm not going to miss the show. Me days.
And you would have been for a while.
Oh, quite a while.
Yeah. Fortunately, no damage to the eye. It was just a weird freak accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, only.
Yeah.
And you feel okay now.
Yeah, I do. It's just a little, swollen and a little red there. So I gotta put this Neosporin ointment on it every day for the next 5 days.
On your
I
eye?
hope you had a little whiskey.
No, on
afterwards.
right where the hook went in, right on my eyelid.
You think it'd be worth me to wear an eye patch and like fill the whole area, put an eye patch on maybe?
There you go.
Look how cool you would look.
Yep. You know what? I do have an eye patch from when I was a pirate for Halloween last year.
Mm.
My days.
What kind of pirate? Like a butt pirate? What kind of pirate?
Oh yeah. No, that was someone that we were talking about after my show.
Luxuriness. Okay, you got it. All right, it's all right.
Let's see.
God bless. Thank God it was nothing
Yeah.
serious.
But I do like Argyle socks.
I was going to say, keep the after party for the members section only.
Yeah. At my droners only fans.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe
All right.
Victorian.
All right, I'm sorry to hear you hurt yourself. I'm sorry that we're making light of it. I'm glad there was nothing serious. Try harder next time.
Exactly. Try harder.
Oh, what were you fishing for, Art?
Carp. Yep. I was getting my stuff ready to move over to the spot where I was going to sit, and one of the poles, the hook was snagged onto the wagon, and I was messing around with that, and I hit the other pole, and that hook came flying at me, and I'm like, I thought it hit my eyebrow, and I'm like going, wait a minute, that hook is not moving.
Uh-oh.
And I thought, well, maybe I go, nope, that's stuck in there. And
Dad joke of the night, Mark.
yes, that's right. I'm not a carp. No.
No, he's crap.
Yes, I am the hooker. Yep.
So you won't be...
That's the only hooker I've had in years.
What's up, Donald?
Hey, Donald.
What's up, Don?
And you know what? I didn't have to leave the money on the dresser this time.
There, you wanna? Let me see.
Are you ashamed that you just can't hand it to them and say you're welcome? Because that's what I do when I pay for hookers. Hey, you're welcome. Because they should be paying me. Get it? You leave it on the dresser and you walk out in shame.
No, that's when you leave my room.
In shame. Okay, got it. No problem. Yeah. God, I drank too much tonight. You guys think that I drink too much?
Yeah, how
I
much
don't
is
know.
left in that? Is that bottle dry? Holy crap! You drank a.
No, I did this on
Man.
your. I did that on your stream. It's 750. That's. Should I have more?
I
This stuff's,
sent you a link, Don.
this stuff's awesome, by the way. Ultra Premium Select Club, Pecan Praline, whiskey. It's awesome.
Whiskey.
Huh.
So
Never heard
how
of-
much alcohol per volume is that? What's the percentage?
Artie, I will admit that I probably drank a little bit too much, but I believe I'm speaking just fine. Am I wrong? Am I speaking clearly?
You
Here's-
sound
here's-
just
here's the
so
issue.
fine,
Very
Bill.
clear.
Here's the issue. The fact that I am speaking just fine is a problem. Because I should be at
Is
least
it
a
like
little fire jug. I mean, you know,
40%?
I mean, you drink.
Is
like
it
60
45% or?
You drink
what-
60% of a bottle of whiskey, you should probably be a little drunk. I mean, I did it.
Yeah.
How long were we on?
Yeah.
A little bit.
3 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a lot of booze for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I like the sound.
Come on, Donald.
I got some red wine. I got a bottle of red wine.
Ooh.
Oh, you're such a
Ooh,
girl.
boy.
Okay, I'm gonna have a.
I was just gonna. I was thinking.
Hey, there's a
There's
shortcut.
nothing
Bill.
wrong with red wine. Red wine is actually
Yeah.
good for you. It'll get you a nice little buzz. It's nice and mellow. Nothing wrong with red wine. I'm sorry, Sam. I was being a douchebag. I'm gonna have a
it with
drink.
my steak tonight. I'm gonna have it with my steak tonight.
Bill's camera is muted and his voice sounds red.
I was gonna go to bed because I have to get up really early to go to my dad's tomorrow because I have so much to do and I didn't go last week. I had to change an oil line for the oil filter system. I need to pull the carbs out of the red bike again.
Again?
And yeah,
Again?
yeah, they were out once before.
Rigger, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm going to bench sync them
Here we go.
and then put them on the bike.
Fencing.
Yes.
It's been a while since
Yes, Artie.
I went live.
I'm the one that's been drinking. Why are you talking like you're drunk? It's called bench syncing. You set both carbs to be exactly the same at the same throttle position. That's called bench syncing. Then you put them back in the bike and you put the vacuum gauges on them and you make sure that they're even, because depending on how worn out a specific cylinder is, it may draw more air, more vacuum than the other one. So you balance them. What I had found out was that both my gauges are not zeroed properly. And I didn't notice that until I did the second bike. When I did the second bike, I had bench synced that at the second time those fucking carbs came out. And it didn't need any bench syncing. They were perfect.
Okay.
Because I took into account that both my cheap ass Harbor Freight gauges weren't exactly at zero. Bench drinking is fine. We'll do that. I need ice though. I shall return.
Oh, JDS,
Okay.
what's up, man?
JDS.
Good to see you,
Yes,
Rick.
sir.
ADS.
Hey. Hey, JDS.
Sorry, catching up on the chat.
What's amazing about that?
Bill can give that a
JDS.
try.
JD, you're gonna give what a try, buddy? What? Oh, it's
what do you
booze?
give it a try?
It's delicious. It was at Total Wine and More. It's a praline, allegedly. When you open it up, when you smell it, it smells like candy. It's really very good. It's a little on the sweet side, but it's delightful. And I have a fifth of peanut butter whiskey waiting for me too. So we're good for a Sunday night. Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
I'll be there. I don't have to
Dominic
work.
will be there. Artie's
there.
going to be there because he doesn't have to work Monday. How about you,
That's
Tim? You
right.
going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there. I don't have to work Monday.
Timmy.
Tim, you want to come on the panel?
Oh, it's up to you, bud.
No. Tim, everybody's welcome, especially friends of mine. You're a friend of mine.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Yeah, I'll come on.
Yeah, we've never met. I've never like smelled you in person or anything, but you're more than welcome to come in.
But you probably walk the same streets I've walked.
I mean, Justin will probably stream at the exact same time I am, so we can't invite him. I'll be,
The only time I stream on Sundays is if Tim's off, usually.
all my good friends stream at the same time as I do. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but we go on like 2 hours before you, I think. If we do go live.
Yeah, we
You
usually
go
go
on at 10 p.m. We usually
midnight.
go on at 8 p.m.
It's midday here.
Yeah.
Tim, aren't
It's
you a
midday.
different time zone than Dominic?
Yes.
No, at the moment.
Oh, no,
moment,
not
Tim
right
and I
now.
are on the same. At the moment, Tim and I are on the same time zone, but once daylight saving hits, I go an hour further, and he stays where he is. So I'm an hour
Yep.
ahead of him.
The only ones different than me is like Western or Southern because they're 45 minutes. No, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So South Australia currently is half an hour behind us, but once daylight saving hits, they're half an hour in front of Queensland, not behind. Meaning Western
Have-
Australia will be 3 hours behind and 2
Have
hours.
the
There you go. You're a
Have the-
moderator now, Mike.
have the powers that be talked about getting rid of daylight savings altogether?
They've tried it many a time, but it just keeps getting defeated. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for coming in, man. I'm over on Justin's stream.
What's up, Wedge?
They messed up the order, but I felt like being able to tell them in Chinese their mistakes.
Something wrong.
Well,
Something wrong? Oh
And
my God.
Fuck it over.
Excuse any Asian viewers that we have. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Wedge.
yeah, we apologize.
Margie, sorry.
Or if you're in Canada, it's sorry.
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 Well,
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. So you can tell I've been watching a lot of Canadian
Yeah.
sitcoms. Where every time I'm sorry, I'm like going, I feel like I'm at the Gary's channel
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
With the
Oh.
Jim Beauchart. I'm
The best
sorry.
one- the best one, Art, was the Mackenzie brothers.
Oh yeah. Well, this is a new show. Well, fairly new show called Kim's Convenience.
Yep.
Oh, Kim's
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah, I've
I've
seen,
started- I've started season 5 now.
Yeah, same here.
Season 5,
Yeah.
episode 2, I finished last night.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
currently watching Shameless, The Witcher, and Making of a Murderer.
Shameless. I'm still on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not done with it yet.
Dude, I don't know if anybody else has watched that. Wedge and Big's the one that got me on Making of a Murderer, but
Mm.
that is a weird case. I'll tell you what.
Well, I
Yeah.
did watch Making of a Burger once.
Is that on Pornhub?
It was tasty. Yeah. I think Uncle Roger probably did a critique on it.
Yeah.
Now it's time to make our shrimp paste. Most important.
Shrimp paste good. Pestle and mortar. Fui yo.
For you,
What the fuck was that?
That's Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Shrimp Wayne is like Jamie Oliver. Full of shit.
Yep.
Fucking wrong.
Then never talk about chili
Well,
jam.
Uncle Roger gonna try my best to behave myself. No yelling at customer unless they are idiot.
You know, it's funny when he actually, I showed my wife Uncle Roger when he was
Pardon
talking
me.
about some Filipino dishes that people were making wrong, and she totally agreed with him. Like whatever he was, whatever, I can't remember which one it was or what the recipe was, but he says no, it's just this and this, not all the sesame, blah blah blah. Oh, it was what's that fat American female?
Oh, Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray. She was putting sesame seed
Yeah.
oil and all kinds of.
Yeah.
My wife's like, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. No, he's right. He's right. So I mean, he actually knows what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, Wedge. I'm actually on the part 2 of that. So, but it is really good though. That, like I said, that case is very weird. That Stephen Avery case.
Hey Dom,
What's
why
what
is it,
case?
why is it
Making
your
of a
chat
Murderer on Netflix.
here?
I don't have Netflix.
It's called Making of a Murderer. It's about the Stephen Avery case.
I've been
Mm.
tempted to
It's
buy
really
Netflix
weird.
for years. Is it worth paying for Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
some
Yeah.
good movies.
There's
Yeah.
some really
Is it-
good documentaries
The-
and stuff on there. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, what I've done is like series that were good that were on Netflix. I'll buy them on Prime and just like pay for them one time instead of actually paying for Netflix every month. You know what I mean? Because they'll become available on Prime. You have to pay for the whole series, and a lot of series in Netflix don't last more than a season or two. So
Usually.
yeah, a lot of times. So it's not that expensive. But I mean, how much is Netflix a month?
Well, there's 3 different
I
plans.
think
So
it's-
you have one standard. You get one device on standard definition. You can get watch up to 2 devices HD, or you can do the third package is up to 4 devices HD. But I'm not sure what the prices are.
How about one device at HD?
No, it's standard definition if you do the one device.
Ugh.
I think it's $9 a month.
I can't. I don't know. They keep hiking the price up a couple dollars every like 6 months. So
Yeah,
now
they all
it's
do
from
that. That's why I try not to get involved. I mean, there's been other services that I've paid for, and they go up $1 here, they go up $1 there, and you're not even watching them after a while because you're satisfied with other things. And you don't even realize, oh God, I'm paying $22 a month for something I'm not even watching. You know?
Cool Cat. Yeah, that Stephen Avery case was. It's. I'm not through the whole thing yet, but that is, like I said, that is some weird shit going on there. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
that's
what.
another show I gotta. But I'm watching
But
Shameless
if-
to the end.
But if you have a Roku stick, then you can watch
That's
all
what I
TV
have.
shows on the Roku channel.
Yep.
Oh, you can also
You
use
scare
Cinema
peanut.
H.
Big man like you scare peanut. Hiya.
You can use Cinema HD too if you really want.
Stop it, Artie.
Free stuff. Uh oh.
Done.
Who's
Hi,
Gonzo?
guys.
Who's Gonzo?
You're
Gonzo is the name of my dune buggy.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
Yeah,
speaking of,
I think I did, but I'm been drinking.
speaking of Gonzo, how is Gonzo?
Good.
He's sitting in Gonzo right now as we speak. Yeah.
Burgers.
He had a flat
I
foot
am
earlier. I
jealous
aired up.
that you even own Gonzo. I would
Yeah, I
love
like
to have Gonzo. Who didn't want to have a Doom buggy when they were a kid?
Yeah.
Every person,
Yeah.
every person on every TV show from the mid '60s in through the '70s, every person that they wanted to show as being wacky or fun was going to be driving a dune buggy.
Yep.
They just seem like so
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun. You know, I mean, and that was pre 4x4. You know, it was pre killing yourself in the woods by running down a beach with a dune buggy. Just what? What the hell was that? Put that back up.
What was that?
I
Was
heard-
there-
What?
on what
I don't want to
categories?
fuck my sister.
On what categories?
I don't know, but I don't have any sisters.
I'm guessing it's a lot of incest stuff on those channels.
Imagine.
I think that's a joke.
17 pounds, $21. I don't
Yeah,
know.
mine's
I mean, I
$21.
already pay for Amazon Prime, and I pay for Paramount on that
Yeah.
because I was gonna cut it off, but you know what? The Star Trek's actually got better. Actually, one Star Trek got better. So I keep it for that, and every once in a while they surprise me with like Sylvester Stallone and.
Oh yeah.
So here you go, Bill.
Uh, King of Tulsa.
King of Tulsa.
King of
So if you
Tulsa is fucking awesome. That might be his best work ever.
Well, I want to see season 2.
What is this? Yeah, I can't wait.
Standard with ads is $6.99 per month.
Yep, that's
Standard.
what I got.
$59.
Oh, you're
and then
talking
if you want the
standard.
premium,
What does standard mean? What's the video?
standard definition? And you
Yeah,
only
but they're
get it
all
on one.
standard. Standard. What's premium?
Premium's up to 4 HD of.
I don't want
devices,
4K.
not
I want 1080p. That's all. I want.
No. That's what I'm saying. The premium gives you where you can watch up on 4 devices at once.
No, I understand. That's great, but I have a 4K TV, but I'll be perfectly happy with 1080p on that TV. Can I do standard with that?
1080p
I don't know.
It's $7 a month.
1080p is also
Right here.
what I got.
So
Yeah.
the premium will give you
1080p for $7 a month. I might do it.
okay, so they actually switched it, so now it's up to 2 devices on the one with ads.
I don't need it. My wife won't watch it. My wife won't watch it. I'll put it on the TV in the living room for $7 a month. That's cool.
Oh,
I'll
and they
do it.
switched it to 6, up to 4 streams. Okay.
Well, that ain't
All right.
bad.
Up to 2. How many devices on the standard?
So standard with ads, it's 2. Standard.
No, it's
with
2 streams.
1080.
That means simultaneously.
Yeah,
How many?
you can-
How many devices?
that's how many devices. It's 2. So you
No,
can
that's
stream-
simultaneous
No,
streams.
stream simultaneously. Yeah.
No,
I
that's
mean,
simultaneous streams. If
what
I'm
that-
if
what
I'm
that's-
watching it in other words, if I'm watching it in my living room, that's one device. All right, time to go to bed and masturbate, and I go in there to watch, Game of Thrones, and hit yank my crank. That's a second device.
that
Is
means
there a limit of how many
Okay.
devices
no, the devices doesn't matter. It's how many people can watch the account at
at one time?
So
Oh,
you and your
yeah,
wife
7
can both watch it.
$7
Okay.
a month.
Bill, right now I have it on my PC, I have it on the TV, I have it on my
Yeah,
phone,
it doesn't matter
and
what
my
devices
laptop,
you
so
have
that's
it on.
4. That's 4.
It's,
Mhm.
but it doesn't matter how many devices you have it on. It's how
I think
many
it's unlimited
devices can stream at one time.
Oh, see, here's where the confusion was. Bill was afraid that the devices also counted sexual devices.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay, so
And he's gonna go in
$7.
and
$7
he's gonna go and watch
plus
Game
your
of Thrones.
taxes, plus this, that, and the other thing is probably like $9, right? I'd imagine 8 something.
He has
Yeah.
at least 3
I might
devices
do
to
it.
get in the mood.
Should have done. I might do it.
Mhm.
No, I
I
might
mean,
do it.
there's a lot of good shows that have come out recently on there.
Lots of yanking. Hey, Don, you should, Mike, you should talk. I mean, you have been ordered to yank your crank,
Exactly.
Literally.
literally.
Yeah, literally. Even wrote it down.
Yeah, the doctor wrote it down on the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't need a doctor. Doctors don't need to write down for me. I do it just in case.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but they labeled it
Pleasuring
as-
yourself is one of the things that you can show how much you love yourself.
yeah, but we're trying to figure
wrong
out
with
because the doctor
masturbation.
wrote it down
You
as
know,
like a physical
Love
therapy.
the one you're with. Do 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 do
Exactly. I do every day.
do
I
do
do every
do.
day.
The thing is, Don, is can he get a
$7 really?
do it?
So
You're right.
I've been not watching all that crappy television for only $7 a month. I mean, I think I'll do it. I think I will
Well,
because
well,
that's
like I
There you
It's
go.
pretty good. It's got a lot of documentaries. That's why I like it.
and I
like
like
I
that. No, Tim, I love documentaries. I watch that kind of stuff.
Oh,
When I go to bed at night, I put documentaries on and I fall asleep to them. Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Not spanking though. Like spank
Sometimes
first.
he falls asleep during my show.
Yeah.
Of course, we watched Crank Anchors back then. Who didn't watch Crank Anchors?
Yeah.
Yay! Special ed! Yay! Who didn't watch Crank Anchors?
You got mail?
Got my
Hey,
channel.
Dom, he's looking a little gray, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Mark.
I'm pretty.
He's
Well, see, my
prescribing.
thing-
He doesn't have to have any shame. This is medicinal for him.
Yeah,
And
but
it's-
my thing
Mhm.
is if he got an in-home nurse, his luck he would get somebody like JDS that would come in, strap on the glove, and be ready to go to town on him. Like, I don't know.
baby, let's do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thi-
Comes
This
in and
is for
says how
Artie.
you do it.
Artie tried to insert a song earlier, but he inserted it wrong. He should have said, if you can't be with the one you glove, honey, glove the one you're with.
Oh my
There you go.
God. That's
That-
pretty good, dog.
Yeah, I see no black grease in those clothes. So what are they used for?
I just now put them on, but they're down
Those
here in the
were-
garage for that.
They're brand new.
Yeah, just put them on in the box.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
Tom,
if you'll
what's up,
excuse
man?
me,
Wedgeworth. What's up, Tom?
Later on, he'll go like this, and their fingers will be sticking together. He'll be doing
How you
this.
doing,
too.
Tom?
I don't know what's wrong. I can't live long and prosper.
So is it indecent exposure if you have a prescription for that?
No, it wouldn't be.
No.
Hey.
Uh,
No, it's medicinal. He can. No, look, Americans with Disabilities Act, he can walk into a business and sit down at a table and start, and they go, stop that. You can't do that. I'm sorry. It's part of my, part of my regimen. Here's my prescription.
Hey Tom, how you doing,
I
buddy?
could see the Supreme Court case for that too.
We understand medical
Public
needs, sir,
yanking,
but
right?
at the salad bar, really?
That's funny.
Nitrane versus U.S. Supreme Court. I can already see that case.
We actually have somebody suing us right now because in our Vero store, they were told they can't bring in outside drinks. Okay, and we don't allow it. And it's a private business. We can allow it, disallow whatever we want, especially in Florida. Fuck you. Anyway, they came and they said, well, my child has special dietetic needs, and he needs to drink this particular drink, and you don't serve it. So you have to allow us to serve it to him. It's like, he can drink water until he leaves the premises, but you can't bring in outside drinks. Meanwhile, they're holding a fucking it was a Chick-fil-A cup that they were. They came in with a Chick-fil-A, and the grandmother and the mother were actually sharing the drink with the child. They were told, no, you can't do it. You have your choice. You can leave. If your child's dietary needs are that drastic that he can't spend an hour and a half in our building without having this special drink, don't take him here. Keep him home because that kid is fragile. Now, I mean, that's child abuse. But anyway, so they're suing us now because they were told they couldn't drink from their Chick-fil-A cup because of American disability. So think about that, guys. We have to control what is consumed on our premises because of our food licenses. People come in with cups and there's fucking beer in them. There's liquor in them. We have no control of that. 99% of the time, 95% of the time, it's soda or water or something, something you don't have to worry about. Whatever it is, when they bring it in, if they get sick consuming it on our premises, it actually endangers our food and beverage licenses.
Mm-hmm.
It actually endangers our jobs and our ability to make a living. So we could say, fuck you, get out. Go home and feed your kid and let your kid drink whatever you want. You can't force them to allow you to do it here. And that's the argument going on right now, and we're being sued for that. And I probably shouldn't talk about it.
Welcome to Bill Ronane's Night of 1,000 Rants.
Right now, my channel's going to get subpoenaed. Thanks.
No,
Bill.
I've been ranting a lot, but I'm not exaggerating any of this. These people are just looking for lawsuits to make money, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Or your kid couldn't go an hour and a half without drinking your Chick-fil-A soda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, seriously.
Victorian Arrow here, right?
Oh yeah, there's been some weird cases like that where kids have actually sued their parents for like kicking them out of the house and different shit like that.
And they actually won.
I'm still ready to leave the service industry. It's not even funny.
Wasn't there one lady that sued their because they got a circumcision? They
Probably, I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, probably they could have gotten 20% off.
Why do you think insurance rates are so fucking expensive in the U.S.? Because of stupid shit like that.
Look,
Artie, that's the funniest thing you've said all night. Why did you do that on your own channel?
Oh my fucking god, Art.
Because Tim wasn't over there setting them up for me.
Oh my god! You know why Moyles do it, right? For the tips.
You always got to go in for a monthly trimming, you know.
Tim, God bless you for knowing what a moil is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Moyle?
If it's a goyle, don't call him Moyle.
Moyle that left the house with pinking shears and ended up the kid started pissing all over the place. His pinking shears go zigzaggy,
Oh my god.
Oh my. Oh.
Fucking hell.
That's a joke.
Don, stop.
Hey, we're all circumcised here, right? Are you circumcised, Don?
That's a personal question. I mean, Dom, he look at his head. He obviously is.
I am. I'll tell you right now, I'm circumcised. Dom, are you circumcised?
Does the carpet match the drapes, Dominic?
I don't look that up.
Does the turtle come out of the shell?
Okay.
He's
Fucking hell.
he's not going to answer that question, is he?
Well, it's a personal
I don't know. I
question,
don't look at other people.
Well, whether you're circumcised or not,
and
I
he's
was
not.
never-
He's not
you
American.
guys are girls.
so-
What? What? It's safer. It's cleaner.
I don't know. Let us know, Tom. What do you call a cheap
Yeah.
circumcision?
Yeah, what do you call it? I'm circumcised.
So am I.
Had to be.
Good for you.
I got that pretty helmet shape at the end of my.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, some of us didn't.
A
Rip
rip-off.
You know, versus it looking like a Havana cigar. A rip off.
Right.
Oh,
Cut the tip off. Anyway.
That's what Monica said to Bill.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's no skin off my nose, Cool Cat says.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm so glad I came in here because we could say anything in your stream because your stream sucks. It's good. It's good. Yeah, we can say anything. It doesn't matter because it's all free for all.
And there goes Don. Where's Don? Yeah, you left.
I'm only
I
kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm Justin. I didn't mean that. I'm just kidding.
I think his battery probably ran low.
Probably.
No, he got uncomfortable with Bill's questioning.
No,
Yeah,
he's been coming. He's been coming and going. Yes,
Oh,
there he is.
Either that or he had to go double check to see what circumcision was.
I'll have you know, I looked it up, and Amerigo Vespucci circumcised the world.
Did you plug in your phone, Don?
Well, here's a question.
Dominic, that went Don. That went just yeah. Amerigo Vespucci
Who won
circumcised.
this panel?
It just
Who
went.
on this panel was
Yeah.
christened?
It says circumnavigated. I
Yes,
said
I
circumnavigated.
got it. I got it 100%. But
Yep.
Did you hear that?
Same here,
No,
Tom.
good
Know
luck
what
for
you're
you.
talking
And then I
about.
hit
Oh,
back on accident. So
Tom's on a roll. You should invite him in here, Don. Or Justin. Send him a link. He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
Did anybody hear my question?
Guys, I gotta leave. Haven't had dinner and I'm starving. Justin,
Okay.
thanks for
Oh,
having me on.
All right, we'll see you
And
later.
you guys have a great evening. Have a
Dom-
safe
enjoy
Labor Day
dinner,
weekend.
Art.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Dominic, is he in your chat? You can throw the link in there. Go
Did
to the invite
anybody?
down at the bottom.
Oh, he's in
Why am I
mine. Hold on. Hold
Or
on.
whoever's chat he's in.
I'll get it.
It's easier to-
Did anybody hear my question?
what's your question?
Who on this panel was christened?
That's a personal question.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was christened. Yeah.
I was christened in Reading.
I was a Catholic as a child. I was
Yep.
not only christened and circumcised and confirmed. The whole
Yeah,
9
yeah.
yards. Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
I was christened
Why
at
do you
the
ask,
biggest
Parker?
church- I was christened at the biggest church in Reading, Pennsylvania. That was pretty cool.
So Bill, you were christened, you were circumcised, and you were what?
Confirmation.
Communion. I did
Oh,
first.
okay.
I did Holy Communion. I don't know what I said. I did first Holy Communion. I did all that stuff. I'm
So
not a
you were
Catholic.
like
I'm not a Catholic anymore. But yeah, I did all that.
But you got the 3 out of the 4 Catholic traditions
what
out
is
of the way.
Yeah.
Who the hell
Did them all.
cares? It was just a
Wow, what's
question.
beyond that?
Molestation, I think.
That's wrong.
Oh, my
You're so wrong. You're not Catholic?
You have the half Nelson, the full Nelson, and the Father Nelson.
Whole family's
Oh,
Catholic.
oh. We're just- yeah, we're just.
What is wrong with you?
What's up, Tom?
What's up, guys? What's
What
up?
the hell?
You know, there's one problem, and they don't teach you in circumcision school.
Oh, look, it's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hey there.
Please, what school? Circumcision school?
Yeah, they never prepare you for the taste.
I didn't.
No, they don't tell you about all, they don't tell you about all the drawbacks.
Hey, I'm sorry, Tom. We didn't hear anything you said because Don is funnier than you. But what were you saying? Please
Well,
repeat
that's
that.
nothing new. Okay.
Yeah, I know. He's a funny guy.
Yeah,
But
I said
circumcision
well,
school, which is
okay,
funny all
so-
by itself.
Look. The one thing they don't teach in circumcision school is the job is full of drawbacks.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What is this? As bad as the Gucci deal?
I should have left it alone. It was funnier before you said that.
Oh, Tom froze.
Yeah,
What?
he still froze.
Well, you know, he's checking to see if he's circumcised.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
What, did
See,
you guys
he
were
went for the
looking down?
tasteful joke.
What happened?
Literally.
Guys, am I frozen?
Hello.
You were, but you're back.
Not
Okay.
anymore.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he froze again.
Nope, he froze again.
No, you're not
He's
frozen.
freezing up.
Now he's back.
Don, I hardly believe any words you say. Okay. And what was the rubber glove about? Were you involved in a circumcision at the time? What were you doing?
No, if you can't be with the one you glove the one you're with.
There you go.
Good advice.
Just think about it, though.
Okay, I got another one for you, Bill. Bill, you should get this one.
Mark.
Ready?
Maybe I'm fairly drunk, but continue.
Okay. Bill, how do you give a redneck a circumcision? You kick his sister in the jaw.
I've heard that one before.
I understood that. I need more alcohol.
There you go.
It might be funny.
Oh, Mark did have a serious drone question, though. There you go.
Oh no. Can't
Bill,
do
maybe
that.
you can answer that.
Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. I guess. Ow. You know,
And I was going to sue my
aren't
parents,
you
by the way.
sad that circumcision made our penises smaller?
Well, see, that was part of it, Bill. I was going to sue my parents, then I realized I was Irish.
Yeah, my father's Irish, so I understand what you're saying. My mother's Italian, but that didn't help. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Ran out of drone stuff to talk about? Really?
Oh my god. I don't know who even started that conversation.
I don't know. I'm
I can't be blamed for that one, okay?
No, actually, that was Bill because he asked everybody if they were circumcised.
Yeah, that I didn't get. I didn't understand there was going to
I
be
was
a
going to
poll
say it's
in
a
the chat.
pervert, but it was me.
Get it?
Hooray.
A poll in the chat.
Should we guess what drone will come out
The only
next?
reason I brought that up because we were joking about it and talking about it, and it just crossed my mind that I would bet that all of us here are circumcised.
Why?
We still haven't found
Why?
that out.
Why?
Dominic.
Nobody will come forward and say,
I'm
"Yes,
just
I am,"
saying.
or "No, I'm not."
Dominic is not American, and in European countries, I know it's less common. I don't know
Right.
about Australia.
Here in the 50s and 60s, it was like almost mandated in the hospitals.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with religion. They just did it for sanitary reasons. Yeah.
Now, of
But
course,
that's not
if
even
you
true
grew
either.
up in Crown Heights or Williamsburg, yes, then it was required. Okay.
So Dominic, how is your penis? Is it circumcised or it's not?
It's circus-sized. He ties it in balloon knots. He makes balloon animals out of it. It's circus-sized.
Yeah, good.
Carries his lunch in it.
I'm sorry. None of my business. I'm sorry. I apologize. So is it?
If you squeeze it, it honks.
Yeah.
Tom, he's trying to figure out whether he's sending you an invite to visit Florida or not.
Oh shit.
He lays on his back in center ring, and monkeys come out and climb it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Victorian Aerial Vision. Nice VAV. Nice to see you.
Later, Brett.
That's it, Brett.
Is that his name? What's his name?
Brett.
Brett. Another Brett. There's two Bretts.
another
Hi, good night, Brett.
There's several of
Good
them.
night, Brett.
Are there several? I can't keep track of first names.
See you,
I barely
Brett.
know your first name. Hi, Tim. Are you circumcised?
Yes, I already told you. Yep.
Oh. Let me write that down. I don't
I
forget.
always go in for a monthly trimming every time.
Hey, Bill, just
Gotta
put
be
a poll in the
Brazilian.
chat.
What?
Just put a poll in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't. Justin, put a poll in the chat. Are you circumcised or not? This is interesting to me. Why wouldn't you be?
Why would you be?
Why would you be?
Sanitary reasons.
That is not true.
Negative K? Not true.
Whether it's true or not, that's what people believed.
Well,
That's what people believe, but that's not true.
In the 50s,
So why
60s,
would you
that
be?
was-
It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. It's what people believed.
Mm.
So
Correct.
Not everybody believed that.
It became less frequent
I still believe it.
later on.
You and your flaps
Hello.
holding in that bacteria.
Yeah,
What's
say
up,
what you want to. I
Captain
always
Joe?
have a place to keep my gum.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What's
God.
up, Captain Joe?
So, what else did you think was going to happen to you? It was either this subject or something even worse. Okay.
I fucking can't believe you
This
followed
this
it.
really feels like sitting around at the firehouse table at the kitchen.
It
table.
is. That's what it is. It's
Oh.
It really is. It
a
really
bunch of
does.
friends being stupid, which is okay. Are you circumcised? Yes. I'm the only person that voted.
Everyone else is why is Bill
Well-
obsessed?
Well, technically, it is a. It doesn't tell us who.
Look,
answered
it's
what.
4 votes. No, there was only one at the moment. Oh, 4 votes is 100%.
Where's this poll at?
Oh, 5 votes in
Yeah,
my
but-
chat. It's in my chat.
Yeah, no, it went to 5. It's still 100%.
But you'll hear some crazy shit from the firehouse, huh, Tom?
See, nobody has
This
to.
doesn't even
no-
compare.
Nobody has to admit it out loud. Now they could just do the vote thing. 6 votes, 100%.
Oh my God. Fucking
See,
hell.
the shit around the firehouse table doesn't get streamed later for rebroadcast.
Rigor mortis
okay?
is this grinder.
Fucking hell.
I don't care if you guys are circus. I don't care about
Here
your
we go.
penis. I don't care if you even have penises. What the hell is the difference?
Yeah, we're all inclusive in here.
That's
8 votes,
romantic.
100%.
That's romantic, Tim? Really?
That wasn't me.
Not doing it for me,
That was
bro.
not me. Fuck. Play some
So
American
they've proven that it's not better sanitary wise to not have that flap there.
Rigor mortis.
Like you go to the beach, you get sand up in there and shit.
It's like a woman's flap.
I'm just curious.
Oh,
Poor
Jesus.
hygiene is poor hygiene. I mean, you know.
Oh my god, they cut my dick off for no reason.
Then if you have kids, you have a boy. What are you going to do?
9 votes,
If you're
100%.
circumcised- If you're circumcised and you have a boy, you're not going to have him circumcised. Then he's going to be asking you some really weird questions, and
I just wouldn't show my kid my penis.
that doesn't. It's not always that
Well,
easy. Okay.
they'll see it at some point anyway.
I
You ever
just
took your kid into the shower? Okay.
Fucking
Seriously.
No,
Oh well.
we
Have
gave
to
them
teach
baths,
them
but yeah.
Daddy, why does your penis look funny? I car accident.
Oh god. Okay, you guys think I'm horrible, but you would not believe the jokes I filter out.
I can see his head
Please,
spinning.
I know
I
it's
haven't
and it's killing him. Please share with us. Or if the-
No,
it's still 9 point.
no.
How many people?
This
Justin, how many people are in here?
Well, there's 11 on my stream. I don't know about the other two.
11. There's only 9 votes. Come on,
See, you
admit
guys
it.
think that I say horrible things. I'm telling you, these other things no one's ready for.
What?
You'd be calling the police.
Well, then let's not do that
Alright.
because then we become suspect also. Okay.
Don, you going back to doing a stand-up comic?
Fucking
Being a
rigor.
stand-up comic?
10 votes, 100%.
Don never did stand-up comedy.
Fucking rigor.
Well, we got 10 out of
I
11.
was surprised the surgeon who performed my circumcision didn't have scalpels. I was surprised they managed to pull it off.
Yeah. That joke was told
It only
earlier.
gets worse. It
Yeah,
only
did
gets
you already
worse.
tell it, Joe? I heard that
Yeah,
joke earlier.
someone else already told that joke
Yeah.
in
I think
chat.
it was me.
Might have been.
I feel like I'm missing something. Now I feel like I'm missing something in my life. I just
Come on. Oh, wait. There we go. There you go, Donald.
What?
Go and tell us something.
no, it's
Oh my God.
Oh God! That is a creative skill. That thing is way far away from him, but he saw it in the camera and he thought, "Okay, let's do this," and it made us laugh. That's a jack handle, right?
Yes.
Rat, what's
That's
up?
floor jack with the handle sticking up.
It's at least 8 feet away from you right now.
Bill, now focus. Okay? Serious question here. Ready?
Yes.
What do you call an accidental circumcision?
Didn't somebody tell this joke earlier?
Somebody tell that?
I think so.
What do you
I can't
call an
remember. I've been drinking.
accidental circumcision?
Dude, I've been
Any-
drinking. I have no idea. What?
It's an unforeskin circumstance.
No, nobody told
No,
that joke.
no, I told that one.
No, nobody told a joke. Congratulations, you just told a terrible joke
Hold
and
on.
nobody
Was,
else.
But you're the first person.
Well,
to
Art's
tell
not
that
here.
horrible
Somebody
joke.
has to tell them.
hold on. Was this conversation going on earlier somewhere else?
Yeah,
Well,
in
but-
Bill's
no.
head.
No, this
Where
is,
do you
this
think
is,
the- where do you
exclusive
think
to
the
your stream,
Don's
Justin.
head?
Why are you blaming me? You're all engaged. Don't blame
I
me.
said Don.
That's so wrong.
Something about being
Me?
a bad influence, Bill.
I said your head. Up here.
What? Me?
God.
Never mind, Don.
I have to get up in the morning. What time is it?
It is almost 11.
7:53.
10:53.
I'm gonna feel like shit tomorrow. I think
Damn,
I'll
I'm good
stream.
looking.
I think I might stream myself working on the bikes tomorrow. If you guys have never heard me swear every 5 minutes or every 5 seconds or so, tune in. I'll be
Tim's
there.
going to give himself a circumcision in the door in a minute.
Doing some
Night train.
I'll be laying on the garage floor, replacing an oil filter line,
Yeah, fuck that.
pulling out carbs out of a Yamaha, which is just like the 7th level of hell to begin with.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Almost 4 a.m. for Mark.
God bless you, Mark.
Here we go.
Oh gosh. Okay, that was a good
No,
one.
but we could easily talk about something else.
Well, we're waiting for you to come up with the next obscure topic, Bill.
I mean,
How did I
we
become
can
the
talk
center
about
of
the size. We can talk about penis
I'm
sizes
just
next.
a guest here. How did I become the center of attention?
Look, if we start talking about penis sizes, it's going to be a very short conversation.
Ah, bam.
Well,
Where are you?
mine
There you are.
is so big. Bill is asking about circumcision, and I just want you to know that mine is so big that they cut off the foreskin, but I still had 5 left.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, now I don't feel as bad, Bill.
Night train. It's 4 a.m. I must be lonely. 4 a.m.
I said, baby.
Yeah, because it's 4 a.m. for Mark.
No. Just go to
Yeah.
Mark. Yeah, it's 4
Hanging out
a.m.
here talking about
Well, Mark is a retired guy. He's relaxing and hanging out with his friends. Don't be like that.
What's up, Rat?
Mark stays up till like, I think, 6 in the morning to watch your stream.
Rain's
So-
gonna wash away.
And nothing
all
else to do
leaving.
besides wonder where the rest of his penis went.
It can't be 4 a.m. where Mike is. Can't be. He's
Yeah.
at 11 o'clock.
Okay, Captain Joe, no turtleneck here, grew up a Catholic. Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all did it.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
The joke is not, has anybody seen the writing around the circumference of a condom? It's around the base of a
Yes.
condom.
Yes. It's numbers.
And you're not rolling it down far enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a lot number. So in case there's a
it's
reason
not circumference.
whether you were affected or not.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you didn't
that
tell the
means you
joke,
have
right?
to save them, right? Just in
Tim,
case.
you sound like an expert. You don't need a condom when you're by yourself. It's not necessary.
Nah.
It's not necessary, but you know,
Well, Bill, maybe
it
it's
makes
easier
cleanup.
for them on
It
cleanup.
makes cleanup a
Don,
breeze.
why,
Paper
does.
why
towels,
were you,
paper towels are so
Don,
much
why,
cheaper.
Don, why were you looking that close to begin with?
Tube socks are reusable.
Oh my god.
Yes, tube
Got
socks
that.
are green. That's a good idea. You're right.
That's the green way to jack up.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
up, Rat? How you doing, Rat?
How dare you?
Yeah, but tissues are cheap.
I'll be right back.
Didn't you just
Why?
leave a second ago?
What are you doing?
I
I'm
think Tim's
frying
cooking.
chicken wings. I'm frying.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh
Tim's
God!
doesn't stink.
Can we please move on from this conversation because we all have penises here.
Well,
You're making assumptions.
I started my
Andrew?
I started my career as a paramedic up in the South Bronx. There were a couple of instances of penises stuck in some unusual places, we'll say. Okay. And just like an impaled object, you must bring it to the hospital with the patient. Okay. So that was always interesting. Glass cutters were usually involved, by the way.
What?
On a dog?
Negative, not on a bed. You had to go there, right? Now
I
it's
know-
definitely
I-
getting banned. Okay.
What's up,
Along
Steve?
with all of us. They're going to be
What's up,
taking our names
Steve?
now, Don.
What's up,
Hey.
Steve? Steve Carpenter. A mature person has entered the stream. Let's not talk about penises now.
No, we can't
Okay.
talk about penises. Steve is here.
Hmm.
There's no women. I
The
was
great
looking
thing
at.
about
I
this
was,
is I have nobody to account to anymore. It's great.
I was looking in the chat for any females and like that. So no, it's all
There
penis.
won't be any. Yeah.
It's all penis. It's a forest out
Oh,
there.
like Don said though, you're kind of assuming though. You know,
Mhm.
Well, that's true.
could be misgendering some of the people in the chat.
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
No, Mark White's a guy because he's too homely to be a girl. Same thing with Mike.
Just stick to the panel. You don't know.
Chris. Chris has got that scraggly beard, so he's probably a guy. Steve Carpenter. I don't know. Hi, Steve. You're a guy, right?
What is this?
Let's
another poll you're running?
go ahead, Bill. Finish this train wreck.
No. They're all guys. They're all guys. They're all guys. They all have penises. Every one of them.
See, look what cool cat.
Any
said.
other demographics you want to collect? Bill?
I'm sorry for assuming your gender. I apologize. They. You're a they. I should go to bed.
Steve's been listening anyway.
Love Steve.
Hey,
Steve's such a good guy, and he lives in California, so he's yes, and I know pronouns. What? Why'd you take that down? I know pronouns. LOL. Uncle Bill's face. I know.
It's ma'am. Exactly, cool cat.
So, Bill, you're going to live stream tomorrow? You said?
I'd imagine. I should be back. Well, whatever I'm doing, I'll make sure I'm back on time. It'll probably be the last second.
No, but you're not going to live stream from the garage?
I might. We'll see how it goes. I got so much I'd like to get done.
Which means he'll get nothing
Yeah,
done.
and then if you live stream, you'd feel responsible to check in with the chat every once in a while. It would just slow you down.
Oh fuck no. If I went live, I will talk at the live stream, and anybody who wants to join can moderate it for me. You know, like say hi, what's going on, welcome in. Bill is burning his fingers on this and that or other. Bill is spilling oil over his dad's garage floor. Whatever, you know, you
Gotcha.
can,
Whoever they can just talk about what the hell's going on.
right. I mean, I will say what I'm doing, and you guys can make fun of me, which is, you know, pretty typical.
That's true, Chris. Look at what the poll said.
POLE.
Yeah.
It's all guys in here. It's disparaging.
Oh.
But he has a full bottle of peanut butter.
I do. There's actually a full bottle in the other room that I bought tonight, ready to go. The pecan praline is, or the pecan praline is.
I didn't buy any extra this weekend because I know if I bought it, I'd drink it.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Talking about your green tea, or
What else would you do with it?
No, I'm just saying, if you don't want to drink a whole bottle,
I drank this tonight.
yeah.
Unless
But
Don
you have
saves
another
it
bottle.
for unless
that a
you're
lot?
saving it
Is
for a
is that a lot?
special occasion. Save it for a special occasion, then, Don.
Yep.
If I stream tomorrow afternoon, I ain't gonna be so shitty. Hi guys, welcome to me laying on my father's garage floor as I take this pedal off and
what do you mix peanut butter booze with? Grape juice or something?
or nothing, but whatever you
or
want.
nothing.
All
Yeah,
right.
Over crushed ice is the best way.
Steve has no pronouns. Really? Not even sir? Is sir a pronoun? No, it's not. Him? They don't have him? He?
Hey, him.
No, it's Tim back.
Tim.
Guess not.
Rigor mortis. I've heard it's quite popular, that peanut butter whiskey.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, well, it is. It's kind of a trend.
And I tried. I mean, I had it today. Quite a bit of it with the iced tea.
You
Mixed in
did.
a shot and a half.
Who's talking right now?
So
Done.
Oh, hi, Tim.
I'm the one that drinks the PB&Ts.
I thought Andrew was telling me he was drinking today.
Oh,
Andrew, how old are you?
32.
Did you just have to think about it? You looked up
No.
at 32.
He did some
I
math.
was looking up at Tim.
Not even half my age.
Why did he know the answer before you did? Okay, so you're 32.
No.
Do you drink at all?
Nope. I tried beer
Me
once, and that was it.
Yeah, me
Try
neither.
You
what?
can't try beer just once. You have to try it a couple thousand times before it starts tasting good.
Hey, he was like, "Up, I'm
I
done."
didn't like the taste. I did not like the taste.
That's
And that
what
was it. So all alcohol is off the table after the one beer that you drank.
Drink.
Well,
Yeah.
plus
Drink.
there's a family history of too much drinking. So
Oh, well, just say that.
Oh, me too.
Hey,
Just
my
say
dad
that.
was
Bill is the
alcoholic.
history maker.
Hey, that's being responsible, though. Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew, you don't have to. You don't
Nothing
have to
wrong with
justify
that,
nothing.
Andrew.
I'm not saying you should drink. God bless. That's awesome.
No.
It's good that you don't drink.
But have good reasons.
I'm just following in his footsteps. Being a good
it goes back a few
Uh,
generations. So
Okay. Cool cat. I think sir is a noun, but you can bet your bullocks Dawn will know.
kid. What is that? You can bet your. Oh, good name.
I don't think sir is a noun on its own because
No,
it's a
it's not a
descriptive.
noun. No.
So I believe
What-
it's either an honorific or title.
I'm curious about
Steve.
cool cat, but has a monkey
Wait a minute. She said
as a.
She's from England or Australia? Which one?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go, Ruger. Exactly.
Exactly. Own them.
Those are his pronouns. Mr. President? Really?
How you doing, buddy?
Sir is
Royal
only a
Majesty.
pronoun if it's used in a pronoun-like way, like addressing someone.
I'll just start calling Steve Biden then.
What'd you
I'm
say?
gonna go, guys. I have to get up early in the morning. It's already 11 o'clock.
And Don, did you say on?
I won't,
honorific?
but I'm gonna try.
I said honorific.
Yeah, that's the correct. That is correct, sir.
I had fun tonight, though. Thanks for
Jeopardy question.
Yeah, no
Good
problem.
night, Bill.
making
Have a
me
good
feel
night.
stupid. You guys have a good night. Now I'm putting on.
Drive safely tomorrow.
We all knew we need a president for what? Anyway, thank you guys.
No worries.
I think he means a better president.
I did not know. I just met you through some of the chats. Sorry.
So Cool Cat was right. I did know.
Well, there you go. How you
I'm
doing,
a
Steve?
nerd.
Popping in, Steve?
How's the wings coming along, Tim?
Oh, they're resting right now. On the drip tray.
So, are they mild, hot, or
Very hot. Very hot. Yep.
Ooh. Tim, just do not make them too hot.
They gotta be hot. They gotta
No,
burn
if
my
you make
ring.
them too hot, you'll be crying.
There you go, Steve. There's a
You
link
gotta
in
be crying
the
when
chat
you
if you want it.
You gotta burn your ring hole the next morning taking a shit.
Yep, I'd agree.
They're not wings if you don't burn something.
There you go, Steve. It's in the chat for you there.
That'll be good. Well, nice to meet you, Cool Cat.
Oh,
I think I
rigor
saw
mortis.
Cat over at Paul's before, didn't I?
Rigor mortis. More than likely, your Guinness came from Dublin, Ireland.
Guinness is fucking awesome. It's fucking amazing.
Later,
Okay.
I got
Quick
sort
question.
of a Guinness
Good night, Mark.
resting covered right now.
What's up, Tom?
What is discussing Guinness? What is a snake bite?
Snake bite.
If you're Irish, this is a drink you should know.
I'm not Irish.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
Irish and I don't know.
Okay.
pretty sure
A snake bite. Well, you don't drink, Andrew, so I would understand that. A snake bite is cider and stout. In
That's
fact,
what I was.
in fact,
because I heard of it.
you
Yeah.
first rigorously pour half a pint of cider in, and then with a spoon, you lace in the Guinness. Now, what's really wild about that is the Guinness will float at the top like a storm cloud.
Yeah.
Because the cider actually has a higher specific gravity. It actually usually has more alcohol than Guinness. Guinness is fairly low in alcohol.
Exactly,
It's called a
Rick.
snake bite.
You're right, Rigger.
And you're actually drinking the cider, right, Dom? You're drinking the cider through the stout. So it's good taste. If you've never tried
had-
it, it's definitely worth a try.
We had them in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, well, that's a big Irish town there, Timmy.
Yeah,
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
well, all of Pennsylvania is Irish or Dutch.
Yeah.
And over here they have a thing called a shanty.
Yep.
It's sort of.
It's lemonade and beer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of the same.
Yeah. Shanty would be a regular beer and like a cider.
Steve.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Beer and
Up,
lemonade.
Steve.
Yeah.
good evening.
Hey,
And good
Steve.
morning.
How are you,
And,
man?
and good morning.
What are you doing?
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you are.
So, how's the West Coast there, Steve?
Hot, muggy, raining. Ray Kelly came down and met me here. We were down at the harbor. We sat down to grab a cup of coffee, and it started to drizzle. And the next thing you know, it started light rain. So we were grounded.
He's a good guy to hang with, though, Steve, right?
Oh, it is. We had a fun
Yeah, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We had
At
a
least
Great
you had
salt
good
of the earth,
company.
man. Yeah.
So he was down. He's over visiting his son, which is him and his wife live up in Palos Verdes Peninsula area, which is above Santa Monica. So actually, they're crashed in on the house because they're in Japan visiting his wife's parents there. So they're crashed there, and then his son's coming back Tuesday, I think it is. And then
I was trying to get him to make a detour over to Vegas, Steve.
There you go.
I was trying.
How you doing,
He said
Steve?
maybe next trip.
But it's, well, man, talk about Vegas. You guys, the flooding for the Burn concert over there?
Yeah, man. They're oh well, geez, that was some debacle. Burning Man. Well, two ends of this. It's a real bookend situation, right? First, you had these environmental conservationist protesters.
That was great.
Barricading a road. Now they thought they were in the United States of America.
Yeah.
They were not. They were on tribal land.
Yep.
So
and you
when
don't
the
mess with
tribal
police.
when the tribal police came, they don't take enemies. Okay,
Nope.
they got a big grudge, by the way. So they
Yeah.
one tribal cop wound up driving his Suburban right through their protest, and there were a couple of individuals chained to it. And then when they were like, "Oh, take pictures of this, we're going to sue," well, the person that was saying that then got thrown to the ground and cuffed.
Yeah, the girl.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you know, and then there was one lady who was handing out flyers, and she booked. I mean, I don't know where she went. She figured, okay, this is a little too much for me. Yeah, this is the
There it
video
is.
right here. Play this. Watch this. Watch this. They're not taking any prisoners here. Look at this. They're like,
You don't
"Get the
mess
fuck
around
out of
with
the way."
tribal
No?
police.
Okay. There's people, see, there's people chained to it.
Well, there's another angle. If you watch earlier on, they had tried moving that trailer before, and they were
the
fighting.
guy
with
got
them.
in
It's
their
like,
face. Yeah.
and it was like, okay,
So here's what I don't understand. Okay, you're environmental conservationists, protesters, but you're out here.
One,
What the hell are you doing out
two,
here? This is not where you
three,
belong. First
four,
off,
five.
what they did was they created a situation where there was like 15 miles of RVs backed up. And we're talking about, it was probably about 110, 112 out there. People had to run their engines to keep their AC running, and there were a lot of people that were overheating. And to
And
what
running
purpose did this serve?
and Tom, and also running out of gas.
Yeah, running out
Yeah.
of gas. Not only that, but keeping tribal people from transiting that road.
Exactly.
Well,
Okay.
and you know, they were also out there as anti-capitalism, but you know they went to Walmart to get all that shit for the signs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Anti-capitalism. Did you see? Take a look at some of those RVs. We're not talking about Rockstar Class A buses that were
No.
lined up. Okay, they were already there. They got helicoptered in, those people. Okay,
'Cause one-
we're talking
one
about
of the-
people with 20, 30-year-old Coleman travel trailers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
really,
see?
come on,
Did you
give me
see
a
the
break.
video in the back where I forget who it was in Chris Rock? We're in the back of a truck. They hoofed it out 5 miles, and some people picked him up. So Chris Rock and somebody else was in the back. Some other entertainer was in the back, and they gave him a lift back into town.
Jeez.
But
And
5
unfortunately,
miles.
unfortunately, Burning Man, I really have no desire to go to Burning Man, even though I'm an RVer. But now the bookend of this is they've been flooded out. So
Yeah.
nobody's getting out of Burning Man. You know, it's
73,000 people they
Oh, yeah.
estimate are there.
Yeah.
So-
One thing you have to remember with RVing is you have to calculate your fresh water, but more importantly, you got to calculate your black water.
Yeah.
Okay? That tank fills up.
Which
There's nowhere else
which
to go.
includes your sewage.
That
That is
your
what it
sewage.
is.
So you have gray water and you have black water.
Yep.
The gray water you might get away with dumping, depending on
Mhm.
if you're
that's
using
just gonna
Dawn
be dish
dishwashing.
soap and yeah.
But the black is not something you're gonna dump.
No.
Okay. Otherwise, those tribal police will throw you to the ground, and that ground won't be a lot of fun to lay on. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, I feel
some of
bad
those-
for these people. They're going to be stuck there for a bit. I mean, we've been having throughout the valley here. I'm fortunate because we're about 300 feet elevation above the Vegas Valley, above
Uh-huh.
the Strip. The Strip's getting flooded out right now. This is what we call our monsoon.
Right.
season.
And we're getting it here.
Yeah. Well, that's, it usually doesn't. What's amazing out here is in the summertime, we don't have clouds because by the time they hit the mountains, they've evaporated already.
Right.
But man, there's nothing but these clouds are 20, 30,000 feet tall that we're getting. So, yeah, full of.
Who gets more monsoons, Steve or Tom?
No,
Tom,
actually, we do
Tom.
here in Vegas. Yeah.
It usually comes up through Arizona and it'll go right on up. It's not even
Correct.
coming in California. It'll just be a little on the Colorado River.
Right.
Valley
It comes
through
up
there. And
right.
It
It
goes
comes up
up
from
the
Baja.
gorge.
Yeah, it
But-
comes up from Baja and then comes
Yeah.
Then
Comes
I
up out of
wonder,
the-
will
and then it gets trapped between two mountain ranges, the
and then
Eastern
I wonder, will
Sierras and the Rockies, and it gets trapped in between, and that's why Arizona, Southern Nevada, and Utah really get slammed.
Yeah, the news reports here, it showed the one transit bus to where the water level was up to the steps level of the bus. It was stopped in the road and it was just flooding through.
Steve, there were people on this one road, Charleston. Okay,
Yeah,
over here.
I'm real familiar with Vegas.
Okay, so what was happening is this one idiot, okay, sees these people stuck. So what does he decide? Well, I'm going to get through by driving even faster, which just meant he had a cascade of water just coming up over that engine block. So he made it about another 10 feet, and that was it for him. And of course, the cops will get to him last. But what's really a problem out here is we have nothing. The desert floor doesn't absorb water very quickly.
No.
So what happens? We have hundreds of miles worth of diversion channels and tunnels.
Ooh,
And
yummy.
very hot environment, but the tunnels are usually cooler in the summertime. So guess where all the homeless are?
Yeah, that's
So
where
now
they're at.
when
In
this
the tunnel.
situation happens, the fire department, Clark County, Vegas, Henderson fire departments are scrambling because all they're doing is water rescues in these tunnels.
Right.
I mean,
It makes
it's really
sense though
sad.
because
It's a
it
sad
does
situation.
get hot out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense why they go under there because it is. a
Yeah,
lot
absolutely.
cooler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any shelter now they're on Wild Rivers water ride.
Yeah.
Out from underneath the bridge.
People don't realize that it only takes a foot of water to move a 4,000-pound vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
maybe Mike.
Later, Rigger.
But Steve,
Justin, I don't know if anybody acknowledged it earlier when you held up the Twinkies and he scattered out of the room like a vampire seeing.
Oh, dude, he hates them because I take them and I shove a hole one in my mouth like that. Oh, Tim can't stand it.
No.
Steve, I wonder this year, are you guys going to be due for a hurricane?
No,
They got one.
we had it.
They had
We
theirs.
had it. Hillary
came.
She was
But
set to come
look,
right over the top of us, but she shifted east.
Yeah.
And then Tom ended up with it.
But look. I looked at it this way. When we were deciding where we wanted to retire to, I got a very nice pension from the job, and there are only a few pension-friendly states in the United States, meaning they don't tax our pension, they don't tax Social Security. The states, right? So one of those states is Florida. So of course we consider Florida, but Florida is way too humid. I dealt with that up in New York. Why would I want to continue? There's too many goddamn bugs. And there's a natural disaster 3 or 4 times a year, hurricane season.
All right, that's enough
Too
out
many-
of you.
It's coming
How
from
many snakes? There are snakes too.
Wouldn't like
snakes, alligators out here. Okay. Yeah. Do we have 115-degree temperature? We do. But we got 12% fucking humidity.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather be at 112 with 12% humidity than at 95 with 90% humidity.
Yeah, but then during the winter, you do get cold winter through there because I've.
Oh yeah,
I've
what was
worked-
funny was
I worked around in Las Vegas.
I'm
And
glad
I
people
know in
don't
the
drown
wintertime,
out here. Okay,
20
because
20 degrees is nothing in the middle of the day and the wind's blowing. And
it's
you're freezing
not
your
that
ass.
often, right? You'll get maybe 1 month out of the year,
Yeah.
but what we really get is it's hysterical out here. When it does snow in Vegas, I'm afraid people are going to drown because they're just looking up at the sky with their mouths open. But I don't I don't consider it snow when it touches the ground and melts. Okay.
No.
You know.
Well, in Vegas, people are going to look up. It's like, what the hell is that?
Well, what
that-
I like about here is even when it rains out here, people start moving to the right on the road, which is great for me. I just get to places a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tom just tells people, get out of my way. I'm going through.
Yeah, we came out. We were up there for New Year's holiday one time. We were up there for New Year's and staying after, so we could enjoy the enjoyment of the town without the crowds being there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we'd come out of the hotel, and all of a sudden, everything is white.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? Kansas? Is somebody snap? I think I'm no longer in Kansas. I'm in Minnesota.
Well, you know, we have I can see from my front door right here that Mount Charleston is only a 30-minute drive from me, and that's almost 12,000 feet tall.
Yeah, it's
elevation.
beautiful up there.
And we'll have snow on that peak from late September through the end of April, usually.
Yeah.
So the thing is, even during the summer, it's 110 here in Vegas.
Yeah.
You take a 30-minute drive, it's 72 degrees.
Mhm.
So, you know.
And you
but,
had snow way late this year because of the.
we
heavy-
had 504 inches of snow up there this year, which is great because that winds up feeding into Lake Mead.
Yeah.
So, Steve, you're in Florida right now, right?
What?
No, Steve's in Cali.
No,
No,
hold on.
Ray Kelly
this-
is out here visiting his son in
Oh,
California.
okay.
No, I told Steve keep his politics out of my state.
But
just look at the amount of snow at Lake Tahoe.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Lake Tahoe. Look how much snow there was there.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, sure. But that's much further north, and you're right up at the Sierras there. So you do get
Yeah.
plenty of snow. And it's
'Cause
high
that was-
elevation.
Mammoth Mountain in the Sierras this year ended
Yes.
up with 728 inches of snowfall.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mammoth Mountain. Because what it does is if you look at the map, if you look at where Fresno is in the middle of the state, and then just east of that is Yellowstone, not Yellowstone, but Yosemite. And
Yosemite.
it's just on the other side. In fact, if you're at the top of Mammoth, which is 11,053 feet, on a clear day, you can see the backside of Half Dome from up there on a clear day.
Yeah. The thing is, out here also, it's just gorgeous country out here. I mean, if you like to drive,
It's beautiful.
it's just a scenic vista in front of you. And there's really, you know, once you get out of the local Vegas area, and it's not a big thing. For me, in the New York metropolitan area, anywhere I wanted to go, I had to add 2 hours just to get out of New York. Okay. Get out of the city. Here, 20 minutes, I can be in I can be in Arizona.
Mhm.
So, you know what, of course, drivers out here, we're known as the city of cones because they're always doing some kind of work out here on the roads, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, drivers out here don't merge until they hit that first fucking cone. Like, what are you doing? And then I had a guy the other day, right? He hits the first cone, then he comes into my lane, no signal. Then he moves into another lane where the guy screeches. We come to a traffic light. I pull up next to him. I roll down the window. He rolls down his, and I go, "Hey, fuck nuts, what are you doing?" And he turns to me without even blinking an eye. He goes, "You got to be from Brooklyn, New York, dude." I had to guess. But yeah, but the other thing is when they do use signals, they want to occupy the same space you're currently occupying. Okay.
Yep.
But the road signs are pretty funny out here because they put up the electronic road signs, and one of them is turn signals are included with every vehicle. Please get your dollar's worth.
Yeah. No, we were out out your way there the Christmas before last. We went over there in early December to celebrate my sister's birthday, and because we have a timeshare. Well, my folks had it, and they passed it on to us right over by the MGM Grand, and we all went out there, and then we just traveled all around. We went out to Red Rocks, and then went over, going up to Mount Charleston, and then going through the Valley of Fire and just traveled around, just having a, being the typical tourist out there.
Steve, exactly. That's the way to
But
do it, though.
beautiful.
I tell people all the time, even if you're coming to Vegas for a long weekend, rent a car for just one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had, I think Michael Blade from New England's coming out here soon. And I asked him, I said, what are you doing? You renting a car? He says, no, we're going to Uber around. I said, hey, Ubering is great to get around the Strip and go up to Fremont Street. I says, but you rent a car out of the hotel one day. I mean, you want to go to Red Rock. You want to go to Seven Magic Mountains. You want to go to Jeans Right.
You want to go to Red Rock.
You want to
Without
check those
question,
places
Red Rock.
because these are places that are just off the hook. And Red Rock Canyon, you can fly your drone.
Yeah.
It's a national conservation area.
Mhm.
I mean, I had a Karen one day. My wife and I were in Red Rock. I'm sitting on the tailgate of the truck. I'm flying FPV. And this Karen across the parking lot starts yelling, you can't fly here. And my wife right away knows the script. She says, listen, lady, after he lands, he'll talk to you. But right now, calm down. Well, with that, a ranger pulled into the parking lot. Oh, her feathers were really perking up at that point because she figured she had me good. Okay. And so the ranger pulls right next to us. And I was just starting to land, so I could see him in my goggles. So my wife goes, oh, there's a ranger here. I said, no, that's great. So as I put it down, he comes right up to me and he says, is that the new Avata? He goes, "I've been thinking of getting that." Okay. And she yells from across the parking lot, are you going to give him a ticket? And he goes, no, for what? Well, flying that thing. And he goes, no, you can fly here. And
Yeah, especially at the very end
she
on
was-
that the big
pissed.
U-turn turnout up there. That's where I flew, and boy, that was great because you could shoot across a couple miles up to the other mountains, and not even that far. It's like about a mile, and then of course you got the rocks behind. But I was courteous, and being that time of year, there was no one there, so I made sure I was on a hard surface, way away from where everybody was walking, took off, and then flew around.
Well, for those that don't know, there's a beautiful 13-mile scenic drive. It's a one-way drive.
Yeah.
Really. And there's probably a good 8 to 10 spots, okay, with parking and vault toilets and restrooms that,
Mhm.
You can pull into any of those and just the views and it's a target-rich environment. It really is. There's so many places you can fly there. It really is nice.
Beautiful.
But when it comes to the Strip, people ask us all the time, oh, how far are you away from the Strip? Far enough we don't have to go there. Okay. we're 20 minutes away, basically. But I'm crowd averse. Okay. I worked Times Square on New Year's Eve on the job 12 years out of my career. Okay. The only reason I would want to be at Times Square on New Year's Eve is if I had a Depends adult diaper concession. Okay. Otherwise, I have no reason to be there. So what we do is when friends visit, it's nice because we get a lot of friends come out because it is a destination spot. We go and kidnap them. We just say, hey, when are you going to be there? Pick a day. That's the day we're going to come and snatch you from the hotel at like 8 a.m. and take them out and see the rest of what's here. I mean, we live in the Black Mountains in Henderson Anthem area, so we
I know where you're at then.
Yeah, we look down at Vegas at night, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
okay, it's beautiful.
And
love it out here.
It's a bit of a drive, but you can be down and go to the north rim of the Grand Canyon too over there.
Well,
and
we just went
you
up.
can I know because you were out there, and
Yeah.
you can fly there.
Well, you can fly at the Jacob Lake area, but the second you cross that fee station, you can't fly, right?
No.
We were up in Kanab last week. We took the RV up there. Gorgeous place called.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Called Grand Plateau RV Park, and it was beautiful, really, and like $40 a night. I mean, it was perfect, full hookups and everything.
That's not
And
bad.
at night, it was spectacular. The sky just lit up at night. It really is dark sky country. But what we did was, and I got a pretty big truck, 4-wheel drive off road, and we take it off road a lot. But we went ahead and did a tour with one guide, my wife and I. He took us into Peekaboo Canyon and then up to Red Knoll for sunset. And this guy really knew his shit. I looked at it on Google Map and said, I can probably get there, but there are so many forks in the road that if you take the wrong one, you're 70 miles away and not knowing how to get back. But yeah, we did take the drive down from there to the North Rim because it's funny. 80% of the people that go to the Grand Canyon go to the South Rim.
Right.
So the North Rim is just, really untouched. So it was about a 2-hour drive down to the North Rim. But it was gorgeous. It was well worth it.
Especially there, because you can see the old, in fact, the trams and the tram, cable tram, and everything, and the blockhouse and all that is still there. How they used to use it for mining down in the canyon before it was a national park, and all that is visible. And people don't realize how rich the mineral supplies were down there at one point.
Well, this whole area. I mean, this whole area was mined. But that's what's also weird out here. You can go out into the desert and find the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You can find a Navy T-38 partially submerged in the desert floor, just left there. Okay.
Tom, what's the name of that place that was the people went in there and made like a big Wheel of Fortune thing? There's all those pads there.
It's called the Wheel of Misfortune.
That's it.
Okay. And what they did was these old it's actually a hazardous material site, but that didn't stop Ken Dono, Billy, and me, and Lon from being in there filming, FPVing. But what it is, it's these old evaporation pools.
Tools, right.
That they were mining stuff that I think a magnate or something that they had to then water down and to get the minerals out. So a graffiti artist turned around and made them roulette wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, painted roulette wheels. And it's called the Wheel of Misfortune because from the air coming in on commercial airlines, you can see it. Okay, because it's on the direct landing path to McCarran, which is now Reed. And of course it says keep the money in your pocket. You're going to lose your livelihood here. It's all about the downside of gambling. So
as a kid growing up, I remember my parents going there all the time. We'd pack up and take, from there, you going up the 91 out of Riverside, and you go out of there, you hit the signal. The next light you hit was at the Strip, not the Strip, but at the top end of Vegas, Las Vegas Boulevard. And we'd go out there. And the biggest joke I remember as a little kid back then, you'd hear people talking, saying that, I went there in a $10,000 Cadillac and came back in a $50,000 bus.
Yeah.
That's it.
In fact, I'm going to throw up. Hold on.
Yeah, that looks like some sort of silo.
No, those were actually drying pools.
Yeah. They'd use them
what
to
they would do is
picking the solids out.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell's the RV park right there? There's an RV park right next to it?
No.
What is that?
That's actually this is on the way to Lake Mead. So that's a marine storage facility. So there are some RVs there also.
Oh, okay.
But it's mainly a storage facility.
I would have guessed there's some sort of junkyard out that way.
No, actually, no. In fact, I'm going to throw something up right now.
Well, it looks like the wheel. Yeah, it looks like the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they're big.
Is this Tom's? Was this Tom's footage or is this Ken's footage?
I'm going to throw something up for you.
No, this was just some random footage I found on YouTube. American Records is the channel.
There's the group that did the painting of it produced a YouTube video of it, them painting it.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
I
not
could-
have wanted to be one of those guys because this is definitely a super fun site from a
Yeah.
hazardous material standpoint. There is, you know, I had the guys clean their shoes before they got back in my car.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Well, it's red clay.
Yeah.
No, this is some dangerous shit there. There's nothing but heavy metals in
Mhm.
all of this sitting here. Okay, that was Dono.
Yeah.
Dono wanted to see how many of us could fly between his legs. We were talking that. See, you know, that's a segue. We were
Oh,
talking about
there's
circumcision
Oh,
earlier.
There's
Jonathan,
the
how's
mine.
it going, man?
There's a mine right there.
Oh, you're back, Tim. Okay.
This was Wheel of Misfortune.
Yes, it's New York. Okay.
But directly down the road from this is Lake Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Okay, and that place is off the hook, gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
it is.
I fly there quite
Yeah.
often.
They
That's
were
a good
spicy.
spot to
How
fly.
how full is it? Is like Mead? Is it very?
No, I mean, you know, we're down a bit, but we're up a lot further now because of the rains and the snowfall this
Mhm.
past year.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not as bad as it was.
Yeah. In fact,
But
you
we-
came up a half a foot. You came up a half a foot last week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is we were talking about
Is-
Red Rock, and you know what I love is this is with the Air 3, by the way. And of course, what I love about the Air 3 now, of course, I got my Part 107, do it all legit. You can now set your maximum altitude to over 3,200 feet. So as long as I stay within my 400 feet of this ridge, I'm flying legally.
Yeah.
And of course, my VO is my wife. The good thing about that is she can't testify against me in court. But yeah, this is it's insane. This place.
Have you
Justin,
been to?
who are all these people posting and then nothing's coming in the chat?
Because we're multi-streaming to Dominic and to Tim's channel.
Oh, okay.
It's my stream, but on their channels as well.
On their channel. Yeah.
Because StreamYard started this new thing where people can multicast from your account.
Yeah, because I've got a paid account, and I know when we for our Boaters Association we have our general meetings online, and I can multi-tap out to Facebook and Twitter at the same time.
Right, but anybody that comes on the stream with you, they can stream out to their stuff as well.
Oh, yeah, that's something new then.
Now they can, yeah.
Yeah, you got to toggle it on though in the
Oh.
settings.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
When you go to invite on stream, you have StreamYard or
It-
Zoom? StreamYard.
I got
right?
both.
Okay, on StreamYard, when you go to the invite button, you have to toggle on. There should see a thing that says guests can stream to their own destination.
You know what? I did see that the last time I was on.
Yeah,
I
just
sent,
toggle.
I sent Jonathan a link. Come on up, John.
Yeah, if he wants to come up, go ahead.
Is
These
this the
stand-
Air 3 there, Tom?
No, this was a Mini 3 Pro and the Avata. To both, I used both for this, and this is
Ivana!
Dumont
This
or
is
Glamis?
just- this is just north of us. This is Amagosa.
Oh, it
dunes.
kind of looks like
And-
Dumont.
And these dunes, by the way, are 50 stories tall.
Yeah, I used to go out to Dumont all the time, Tom, when I was younger.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great
Is-
spot.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's fun
That's
as
a
hell
great
out there.
spot, man.
It's gorgeous
Isn't
out
it-
there.
Isn't that almost the equivalent of like the Empire State Building?
No, Empire State Building's 102 stories.
Okay.
Yeah, way bigger than that, bro.
Twice
And
as
then
high.
Then the Freedom Tower is 1,776
But-
feet.
Andrew, we used to take the sand rails up the side of those things, doing
Yeah.
wheelies all the way up the side.
Ooh.
Yeah, but the
And-
problem is, man, you come over one of these dunes,
You
you
don't know
gotta
what's
go
on
over
the
it.
other side.
it might be an 8-story drop on the other side.
Well, the thing
You
is,
gotta
is
be
there's
careful.
you have to
Uh,
go over it sideways. If you go straight
Exactly.
over,
Exactly. Yeah.
that's where it's dangerous. You have to
You-
take it over sideways.
Well,
And
and the other thing too is
And
when
you
you're
don't
climbing,
know.
you hit your
don't-
brake and then just turn around and come back
Right.
down.
You don't know, Andrew,
Right.
you're going to say you don't know somebody's coming from the other side.
Yeah, you don't know
You
who
got to
Sure.
be careful.
or
Yeah.
what is on the other side.
Well, a lot of these guys, you see how many of them are. They do a little scouting, okay? But what's really weird, you see all the tire tracks and everything? A half an hour later, those tire tracks are gone. They're gone, man. And what's really wild is the fact that these dunes make a sound. They're actually as the granules of sand are moving, you sometimes look up like there's a jet flying over, and it's not. It's the sand is moving.
It's moving, yeah.
You'll get that a lot down by Kelso in Kelso, California, too.
Well, the Anza-Borrego Desert, you can get that out there too.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Sean. I'm using my webcam mic. I don't have a regular mic anymore. So.
You didn't get a cable yet, Tim?
No, I gotta save up money to get it. It's proprietary fucking cord, Tom.
You're kidding me. I thought that was like a mini USB. No?
It's a mini, yeah, it's a micro, but it's proprietary. Because I have like 2 other fucking cords the same. They wouldn't work.
They wouldn't work. Oh, are you sure those aren't just charging cords you got in your hand?
No, they're
you
not.
Might just need a data cord.
Right.
Yeah.
So. I don't know.
Is there Best Buy over there, Tim?
Say again.
Is there Best Buy?
Yeah, there is, but right now I have no money. I'm really tight with bills right now. I'm making sure the bills are paid first before anything.
Best thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things we do with the buggies is climbing up the dunes. We'd have dual brakes for right brake, left brake, and you go over there and then you just brake it. You brake the one, and then your car front will just turn around and slide around, and then you just come right back down.
Even some of these rails can't get over some of them because they don't have the right tires. You basically need
paddle tires.
Paddles.
Yeah, charge.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yes, Cool Cat. Yes, there is.
Yeah, the wife wants to get an ATV, and I'm like, come on, enough toys already. The thing with getting a sand rail on ATV is you got to work on it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of maintenance on those things.
And I have an old.
So are you a good enough mechanic to work on
Negative. I see
yourself?
in the fire department. In New York City is one of the best full-time, part-time jobs there is. The way you work your schedule. You can be off 3 days, work at 24, be off 3-4 days, right? So everybody's got a side gig. I was a photographer, not a mechanic or a carpenter or a plumber. I knew where my skills lied. Okay, I can do my minor stuff. I can fix things around the house, RV, but yeah, I'm not looking to do that. I pay people to do that shit.
They should have hired you for some of their photography work at the fire department.
No, that was one of my units, dude. That was,
oh my god! I wish.
Have you been to Cerro Gordo?
Well, this is Dumont Dunes here, Andrew.
It's a mining town out in California.
No, I have not.
See,
you heard of it? It's like a ghost town.
From like Dumont Dunes.
We got tons of ghost towns around here. Yeah. Yeah, that's Dumont. It gets packed there, right?
Oh, fucking hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well, what was when I showed you Amargosa, what we did was we went up on a Friday morning. There was nobody there, and that's when I did the filming of just the dunes. And then we went back early Saturday morning, and there were already a ton of rails out. There were already probably a dozen RVs. By the time we left, there had to be 50 RVs out there. And it, of course, it grows. But 20 minutes away, I have Gene Dry Lake Bed, which is almost our backyard. And that's a great place to chase BMX bikers and ATVs and stuff.
Yeah, Dumont Dunes gets super packed during Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas.
And New Year's.
Yep.
New Year's.
Freaking packed out there.
See, the great thing about being retired is we are midweek nomads.
There you go.
Okay, so it works out well for us.
What's cool about Dumont too is like there's guys that come out and set up entire like almost like convenience stores. There's guys that set
whole
up.
communities,
Yeah.
communities. Yeah.
There's guys
Well,
that
that's
come
what
out
that,
there and
like-
they actually have a full shop. They have a big trailer with all the tools, parts
Yeah.
that people would
Yeah,
need.
if you break down, if you, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
You can take it
Well,
in
like
there
a
and they'll fix it.
Dumont.
Oh,
When you were showing the Dumont Dunes and stuff, I mean, there's Snap-on trucks that'll be out there, and they'll
Oh, yeah.
have their whole
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
because they'll sell parts, but then they'll help people get stuff repaired.
Well, they actually have an area too, and it's like vendor. I think they called it vendor lane,
Yeah.
and it was just there would be all kinds of vendors selling shit. There's guys that have full garages set up that will fix your stuff if you don't have the tools or parts. They'll have everything there for it. I mean, it's insane out there. They really go all out there.
Go it. Whoops! I was ready to push on that.
I think that's called going full bore.
This is Gene Dry Lake Bed, and actually, this is the first time my wife drove the truck, which, as you can see, she can't hit anything out there.
Come on, Tom.
So I'm sitting in the passenger seat.
Be right back.
Yeah, and then she's driving. I'm trying to tell her, go a little faster. And she's like, "Oh, first time I drove 4-wheel drive." I go, "Yeah, but there's nothing to hit. Go for it."
Well, what's cool about these follow me modes, like I did with the Air 2 back in the day, is it looks like a fucking car commercial because it would just do these random like spins around the car.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Toyota to get in touch with me, man. I was flying with the Air 3. This was all manual. I wasn't using Spotlight or Active Track.
Did you see Bill? Did you see Billy's on the Great Salt Lake? The video he did.
Oh yeah,
there?
yeah. He
That was
actually had.
awesome.
He was down here, and then he said to me, "He goes, we're driving up." I go, "Well, that's a good 7 to 8 hour drive."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, but they had a Tesla." He goes, so Ken right away falls asleep in the passenger seat. Okay, Billy throws the music on, and Lon complains in the back seat all the way up. So they were like, "You want to take the drive?" I want to sit next to somebody complaining. I got my wife. It's okay.
Oh, that's too
But
funny.
yeah, what's nice about this is look at the sun as it hits.
Oh,
Okay, the sand.
Tom, you should get Toyota to take.
Well,
this
they haven't
footage.
contacted my agent yet, Andrew. I'm waiting to.
Cut the
send
middleman
them
out, Tom. Go direct.
Right.
Just-
What was funny
just
was
send them send
I
them
had-
the link.
I had
Same now,
my
too.
wife drive the Tacoma across when we had the Tacoma, and I said, "Yeah, let's go across." She goes, "Where we headed?" I said, "Head towards those mountains over there."
Oh, that's a great shot.
And then about 25 minutes later, she said, "When are we ever going to reach those damn mountains?" And it was that's how vast these places are out here. That's what I really get a kick out of, is how big this country is
Yeah.
out here.
There is a lot of like weird ass like monuments and shit that people have erected out there in the desert. Like
Just
what's the one with the big stones that
Oh.
they've stacked up?
Oh, that's Seven Magic
this-
Mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seven Magic Mountains.
that is a weird one.
And
I'll tell
it's
you what.
all painted in each boulder, which probably weighs close to 20 tons each.
Do they
Yeah.
know who put that out there or?
Yeah, it was an artist
Yeah.
that put it
Okay.
out here, and it was only
Yeah.
supposed to be out there for 3 years, and now I think it's in its 15th or 16th
And
year.
do you remember when they who was it, Louis Vuitton or something, built a fucking random storefront out in the desert?
Yeah, right
Did you
on
ever do that?
a
That was,
lonely road. It
Yeah.
was it was a Prada store.
Yeah, it was an artist
was
that did it,
Prada
but they had
store.
actual Prada shit in there. But over
Yeah.
time, people broke
Yeah.
it and got
Yeah.
into it, and
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Prada store.
it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And then we have a couple of places where they had made movies out here. Okay. And instead of removing the sets and everything, because it was more expensive to remove it, they left them there.
Yeah.
So these things have just been memorialized. Like there's one spot
So-
called Nelson, Nevada. It's right by the Colorado River. And there's a whole movie set. And in fact, it's a whole ghost town over there as
Mhm.
well. But yeah, there's you come across some weird shit out here, like vehicles partially, like in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I know they have the Cadillac Ranch, right? Well, out here we have that also up in Ely. Where they're sticking out of the ground. We have school buses sticking vertically
out of the ground.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
crazy.
find.
Hey,
you'll
art
find
is
some
art.
weird
Art
shit.
is, open
And then
to
the
interpretation,
all
right?
the dinosaurs out there.
Well, we have petroglyphs. I mean, a mile away from the house over here in the
Yeah.
Black Mountains, we have petroglyphs.
Well, that was
all
one
over.
thing that's really nice is not too far from where Justin used to live, but the Anza-Borrego Desert. And you're down on that side. People don't realize all the Indians that used to be and all the washes that used to feed into the Salton Sea.
Yeah.
And there's areas of petroglyphs in there. They're gorgeous.
Well, what it is actually is the fact that you realize, like some of the roads we traverse here, they were trails, right?
Mhm.
Why? Because they were near water sources.
Exactly.
Okay. The Vegas Valley was a water source. This is high desert.
Yeah.
Okay. Vegas is at 2,700 feet above sea level. So
Mhm.
this is high desert. But the water sources, like we have this place on the other side of the Spring Mountains where Mount Charleston is, the Pahrump area. We have the Old Spanish Trail, which goes straight through to California. Okay. And, oh man, you talk about, off the hook scenery. Just driving this Old Spanish Trail through the mountains is unbelievable. And then you come across wild horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them.
We have a lot of wild horses. We have, of course, a lot of wild burro out here.
Oh,
So
the
you
mountains
see a
in
lot of
Southern
that.
California where I used to go up, there was you'd get up there and there was state gates that you could open up and drive through,
Mhm.
and there was wild cattle all through there,
Yeah.
up in the mountains.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of grazing country, and what I found out was, especially being up in the Utah area, Arizona border area, was these ranches only pay $1.50 per year per
in,
head
in
to have
Australia,
them
Jonathan.
graze on public land. So,
So that's for the lease to let them graze.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You'll see cattle out there. They're not wild. They actually are tagged. But ranchers will bring them out there 1 week, and then a month later, bring them back to the ranch.
Tim, explain that because you just confused the fucking chat. It's Father's Day in Australia.
Yeah, it's Father's Day here.
Yeah, it's in Australia.
Everybody's like, "What the fuck?" I just woke up like 6 months later.
Yeah, it's also the end of winter out there. Okay, guys. So
Coming
and
to.
and remember the toilets flush the other way. Remember.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, but they got things on them now, so it doesn't show that.
Oh.
They got converters on your toilet, so it don't show that.
Oh, look at what Cool Cat said.
They left the desert.
Never been there. Never been to Tunisia.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was watching a guy that was going to the Beetlejuice because they're redoing the Beetlejuice movie. Well,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually
Yeah,
some of the stuff that they built for the movie, the town actually uses, like the bridge. And so the agreement with the movie company is that they have to rebuild the stuff because they want to reuse it for the movie. But it's there for the town to use once they're done. But the agreement was they refurbish all of it before they shoot the movie, which
Yeah.
of course they didn't mind doing. They did it. So
It's cheap to refurbish versus putting something new from scratch.
Oh yeah.
well, you saw that the what was it? WB Warner Brothers or one of them that has it's the famous street where like the vacation home and all these different like iconic homes that were in TV shows. They actually just got done demolishing it not too long ago. Tore down all those houses, all those set houses.
In my defense, I did say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in Australia.
You
Well,
did.
you did.
He did
but
say
they-
that.
Yeah,
But
he
it
did, but
confused
I know you did.
doesn't take much with this group to confuse somebody, Tim. Okay.
Yeah, well, too many wines, too many drinks.
Go ahead, throw that picture up. This is Seven Magic Mountains. This is It's a fucking weird thing.
See how
And
it's gonna-
people, there are hundreds and hundreds of people that are visiting this constantly.
Oh yeah, I watched a guy that went out there and he was like, when I first came out there was nobody. He goes, but now I came out here twice since then. He goes, man,
So
there's just
when we-
fucking 30, 40 people out there at a time.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of model shoots early in the morning because of sunrise. They do a lot of boudoir and nude photography out here.
There you go, Tim. That's your first
Yeah.
destination to
Yeah.
visit, Tim, when you get back to
That's
the
when I
States.
fly my drone. But when we were up in Kanab, here was a funny one.
Fucking Tom's
had
gonna
a-
run.
Yeah, I'm going to run tours.
Whoa.
No. You're gonna run into one of those rock formations, paying attention to the naked model.
Oh,
Hey,
With your
you know,
truck.
look, I did boudoir photography, so I can focus.
Like I said,
Oh,
Tom,
did it?
yum, dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
did
Well,
anybody
the-
see in Arkansas or something? The farmer and the bull
No.
got in the
Oh
car.
man, the bull
getting
in the
pulled
front
over.
seat of the car. Yeah, but
yes.
Andrew, did you see the back end of that car?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a pile of shit on the back
Oh
window.
my God!
God.
I would not be.
It's the same,
I would
Chris.
not be want to be on the highway behind that guy. Not only that, that fucking
Different
car was
things.
not a. That these fucking steer are like 2,500 to 3,000 freaking
I'm-
pounds, man. What kind of payload did you have on that car?
I-
Holy shit!
I'm
But what was funny was
surprised
this, right?
it's-
We went up to
I'm
Kanab,
surprised
and
the car didn't sink.
I know. Well, when we were up in Kanab last week, they had this festival called the Western Legends. Of course, Kanab was famous for John Wayne movies. All the Western movies
Yeah.
were basically filmed here. In fact, Lone Ranger, the rock that he does the Hi-O Silver on top of is just like 2 miles away from here. But so on the last day, they drive the Longhorse steer down the main street. But what was hysterical was as these bulls are coming down, and I just missed taking the shot because I was doing still photography. Coming down, one of the largest ones right in the dead center jumped up and mounted the one in front of him and started humping away. I mean, everybody, all you heard was people, the whole crowd laughing. But look at these freaking horns. I mean, you're talking about an 8-foot spread on freaking horns. That's crazy shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Tim would have fallen over laughing, standing there.
And then we went to the rodeo. Of course, we had to. We were there. We had to do the rodeo.
Yeah,
Did
mine.
you
Here's another
have to-
shot? Here's a shot. This was the winner of the.
What's good,
bull run.
John? How you doing, buddy? Come on up on the panel,
Did Tom
talking
have a
about-
cowboy hat?
Talking about
Negative. Well, no, I have what's called a Tilly, dude. Look that one up. Dilley.
It's the same. Same.
This is where we were camping. Here's I'm sitting over here, but this was our campsite.
Ooh.
I mean, how can you beat that? Really? How can you beat that?
How do they watch Christmas?
I don't think Steve can beat that.
Oh, Steve's got some gorgeous country. Jeez, he's got, he's got that whole coast is gorgeous.
Yeah, we've got beautiful area over here.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see some beautiful area. That's one of the things. If a PG&E would take care of their power lines, there'd be a lot nicer areas
A lot
here
nicer
instead of everything
spots,
burning down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you get up in the Andrew, you get up in the Sierra Nevadas,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
like you'd mentioned Lake Tahoe, but from Lake Tahoe all the way down past even
What is it? 360, 387,
395.
395,
395. And that's the other place is like Tom was talking about. Another place is just south. If you're coming down from Mammoth, you hit Bishop, and further south is Lone Pine. There's an area there called the Alabama Hills, and the Hollywood had I don't know how many Western
tons of
movies
shit, right.
were shot there, and it's still a museum out there.
You know what little gym is in the middle of Southern California? Is Big Bear.
Oh
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh.
little place, man.
Steve, I went to Corpsman School in San Diego, Balboa Naval Hospital. And then
a
I
tough
spent
place
time
to be.
Then I spent time in Long Beach, and then I got assigned up to an air wing in Vallejo, California.
Oh, you're up
Anaheim.
in Vallejo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was out of Norton Air Force Base, medical aerovac.
Okay. Yeah, I was a corpsman on in an air wing. Flew up
Yeah.
carriers.
Yeah, I was a medic on the Air Force.
Mike.
That's what started my career. When I got out, I went on the job.
Yeah, and then you have
that's
and you also have it right over there is Mount Whitney, which is the tallest mountain in the
Tallest-
continental United States.
Tallest mountain in the U.S. And what is it, like 10 miles away from the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere?
Yeah,
Okay, Badwater Basin.
that's right.
288 feet below sea level. And you had a bunch of idiots out there this past summer, because there's a thermometer out there, digital
Yep.
thermometer, right? Because they wanted to stand next to it when it's at 130 freaking degrees.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you're talking about in
Death Valley.
In
Baker?
Death Valley. In
Death
Death
Valley.
Valley. Death Valley. No, Death Valley.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah, oh,
Baker
I
has
saw
that
one of those.
It's
thermometer
usually
thing.
hotter in Death Valley than in Baker, but Baker comes
yeah.
close.
No,
That's
Death
when the
Valley's a lot
thermometer works.
hotter.
Yeah, did
So-
you ever go out to Scotty's Castle out in
Yeah.
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a really
yeah,
cool
yeah.
place.
But look, I'm pigmentally challenged. Okay, so I only come in two shades: lobster red and Minnesota white. So me and SPF 100 have an intimate relationship. Okay, there isn't a day I don't wake up that I'm not doing the full
Got
body.
the
spray.
Irish kicking in again.
Man, it's nothing but.
See you, John. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night.
All right, we'll see you
I
later,
got.
man.
Have
a
well,
good night,
here's,
buddy.
Jonathan.
here's a quick story. When I was going to corpsman school, I lived in Ocean Beach. Okay, we had an apartment, shared it with 3 other sailors, and it was great because the patio doors opened out onto the beach. So that's where I learned how to surf. We would go out like every morning at 6 a.m. and go out surfing. So one morning I was supposed to be on duty. I mean, as a student, we only had to be on duty like once every 15 days. So how hard was that? But that morning I was supposed to report to the base at 0800. Well, I figured, let me get in a couple of waves. I went out there, and we, a little bit of heavy drinking the night before. After catching a couple of waves, I came in and I pulled off my wetsuit, and it was a clothing optional beach, and I fell asleep. Well, the next thing I know is my buddy's taking me to the base on the surfboard because I had 2nd-degree burns. Okay?
Yeah.
And so, needless to say, I have freckles where the sun don't shine. And as the nurse was rubbing Silverdine cream all over me.
Rubbing what?
It's called Silverdine cream. It's for burns.
A
Right?
nurse could
Yeah.
rub anything on me.
Yeah, it wasn't a full service. It wasn't a full service massage, Tim.
Happy ending.
I also got written up for destruction of governmental property.
As you would.
So instead
As you would.
of being on duty for the 24 hours, I was now restricted to a base I didn't even live on for the next 30 days. So, lessons learned. Lessons learned.
Okay,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, you're not going anywhere. That's cool, bro. Stay with us.
Oh,
Have a good
okay, I
time.
thought he was going to bed.
And Steve, I've been
So
told
when
that one glass of red I'm supposed to have a night now, so I bought this.
Canoe
Oh,
their head.
Penafort. Oh, good wine.
Nice.
Yeah, Penfolds. Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
wine.
that is one of the
is
best
that
around.
is that a California wine?
No, Australian.
Australian.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
we get it here. It's
Yeah,
good.
we get it here.
Oh, do you?
Es-
Okay.
Especially
Yeah, they
especially
import
their
it
their Pinot Noir is really good.
Yeah, I heard that one. I
But
would like it. I want to try Jacob's Hill too.
but aren't the older red wines a little bit more savory?
Potent,
What's that?
stronger.
Aren't the older red wines a little more savory?
They're
No.
potent. They gotta be breadth. They're
The acidity and stuff in wines when it's younger is going to be higher. The older it gets, and if it
The
ages,
more
it's
mellow.
going to
it
be
gets.
less. And then it depends on the varietal of the grape, like Cabernet Sauvignon
Yeah.
and stuff like that is going to be more acidic than like a Pinot Noir is going to be.
and it's got to breathe
Well,
more.
last
The older wine's gotta
few
breathe.
years, the grape crops have been not great. Let's put it that way.
Well,
Oh,
there's supposedly
The weather.
this year, yeah, because of all the rain we had this
Yeah.
last year.
Hmm.
Now,
Oh,
Andrew, whereabouts are you at now?
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
East Coast.
I'll tell you though, grapes actually grow really well in the desert.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
mom
yeah.
had.
I'm
my
talking
grandma-
in the Pahrump area, it's a
Like-
ton
I'm
of
talking
wineries
wine
in the Pahrump
grapes.
area.
I'm
What
talking
area?
wine grapes.
No, we're talking about
Yeah.
wine grapes.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
What
Pahrump area, right on the other side of the Spring Mountains, there's about 6 different wineries there.
Mhm.
So they
'Cause what
do
re-
very well
re-
in the dry climate. Yeah.
What really makes the wines really well, especially like the Napa Sonoma you hear about all
Yeah.
the time, and the other one, which is the little known valley of up by Lompoc and Santa Maria and that area, they get it because what happens is you get those hot, intense days, and then you'll get the cool evenings, and the fog and the clouds will roll in, and it
so
cools the vineyards down.
So what
And
happens?
that's what makes the
what-
grapes
yeah.
grow real
What
well.
happens out here in the desert is we have a temperature swing anywhere between 20 and 30 degrees after the sun goes down. Okay. So if it's 110 on the strip during the day, it's probably going to be about 85 at night. And remember, 85 at 12% humidity, you might need a sweater.
Mhm.
So
No.
you know that's where you get it.
I'm not reading.
You know.
Wasn't reading the chat. No.
It doesn't.
No, he's not a father. He's not a father.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, now when you're talking wines, Andrew, that's the part I love.
Yeah, see, I'm
I
not
used-
a wine
I-
guy.
in fact,
I don't
in the
drink
sta-
wine.
and-
Wine
and-
gives me tannins, give me a headache.
Yeah. And my wife the same way too. And in fact, I'm still to this date the youngest person in the state of California to have gotten a liquor license drawn in the lottery. I
No
was
kidding.
21 years old, and we drew the license the first year I applied.
Oh wow, that's rare.
Well, all I know is liquor licenses in New York State are worth gold.
Oh, yeah. Well,
No,
they
actually,
are here in California, but
Yeah.
New York is ridiculous.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
you
is
can't
I
get, it's so
actually,
difficult to get one.
Tom, I actually watched a like a little documentary about the taxi tags and how the tags. Oh my god, dude.
Man, well, first off, I had a friend who owned 2 cabs. Okay, he
Jesus,
was
they were paying
he was a
hundreds of
snowmason.
thousands.
$250,000 when he bought his first, and $400,000 when he bought his second taxi medallion. Okay, so he
Yeah.
basically had to run those cabs 24/7, 365. So of course he leased the car out to drivers, right? But you know what screwed each and every one of these guys? Uber and Lyft.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey, Tom,
you still have to get a hack license in New York to drive Uber or Lyft, but you don't.
Tom.
You can drive it with your own car. Yeah, Timmy.
How many speakeasies did you go to in New York?
Well, you would call them speakeasies. I would call them after-hour clubs.
Well, after I've been to 2.
And actually, I only went to after-hour clubs because they were either burning down, or somebody was OD'd or injured or something like that.
Now, mind
I
you,
unfortunately had to respond to the Happy Land fire where
Yeah, but your time schedule would be hard to go to.
86 people got killed in because some guy padlocked the back entrance door, and then he was pissed at his girlfriend, and they threw gasoline into the front entrance.
I still remember.
People
I
were
still
stabbed.
remember back in the day in Philadelphia where they had it was called the Movement, and that was horrific. I think they made the movie New Jack City off of that.
Jeez,
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, I dealt with 7 plane crashes in Korea. So.
Oh, was one of them 9/11?
9/11 was I didn't consider it a plane crash. I considered 9/11. Look, heaven needed a fire department,
terrorist,
and so they picked the best 343 firefighters to go to heaven. Okay, that's the way I got to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, I look at 9/11 this way, guys. 9/11 was the largest rescue operation we ever conducted. We saved over 30,000 people that day.
Oh yeah.
And I lost 13 of my guys.
Wow.
So I was actually going to retire that year. Okay. But our job got too young too quick. We lost too much experience that day. So I wound up staying another 20 years.
How far were you from the towers? when you were
we were at the towers.
about? Oh, okay.
I was right across from the river.
Yeah, you know who else was
And
over
I
there
worked at
too?
the
That
command
came in was Ron Lockwood.
Ron.
He came in for that to work it.
Oh, you remember that story you gave us, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow.
I still got buddies that are succumbing to 9/11. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to realize we lost 343 that day, but we also, when I say the job got too young too quick, we lost a lot of experience. I lost my chief of department. We lost 3 senior chiefs, meaning deputy assistant chiefs of department. Too many division and battalion chiefs to count, tons of lieutenants and captains, and a bunch of firefighters, even guys that just got out of the academy 2 weeks before.
Oh.
Okay. So, but the thing was, remember, you could tell the difference between a cop and a firefighter because a cop in New York will tell you how much time they got left to hit their 20th for their half pay pension. And a firefighter will tell you how many years they got on because we never leave, right? It's an extended family. But right after 9/11, a lot of firefighters left because their loved ones turned around and said, "You got 25 years on her. You got 20 years. You're getting a pension. Get the fuck out," right? So we lost a lot of people, and that made it tough. It made it really tough.
Yeah.
But we learned a lot that day too. Okay,
Wasn't a
I
good
built
day.
out.
Wasn't a good-
I helped to build out like a world-class operation center where we could centralize command. And it's some of the things that were born out of it. Like my last gig was starting, to help start the robotics team using drones.
Mhm.
Okay. Both ground, terrestrial drones,
Mhm.
marine drones, and aerial drones. I mean, when I left, the last thing I was able to get them out of my budget was Matrice 300 series.
Wow.
Okay. So, and the Matrice wasn't the expensive part. It was one of the environmental sensors on it, which was about $120,000.
Oh yeah.
For what, 120,000 for one sensor?
Yeah, for one payload. It's called an HNU photo analyzer. It can analyze like dozens and dozens of different chemicals. So if you have a hazardous material incident, and basically what you got to do is you got to dress up a couple of firefighters in level A gear. Okay. Now, an able-bodied firefighter, we use 60-minute self-contained breathing apparatus canisters.
Tim.
Tim's got those meetings.
Oh,
But
Tim.
an able-bodied firefighter with a 60-minute air in a level A suit will only last 12 to 15 minutes. Okay? Because of the adrenaline and stress on your body. So by the time we dress up members to go in to identify the hazard, we got to pull them back out and send an additional. Okay, then we got to decon those members. This way, we can put up a matrice, with a 30x zoom, optical zoom, and an HNU photo analyzer, and go in and figure out what the hell we're dealing with. Then we can look to respond and remediate. So, to me, man, drones are life-saving tools.
You bet.
Oh,
they are.
yeah.
Well, did
So
you
at a
hear
re-
about how a New York City now police department, as effective this weekend, are going to start using it as
So
a
let me tell you
patrolling
about-
means?
Let
a
me tell you
patrolling
about
means
the
for
West
parties?
Indian Day Parade in New York City. Okay, the West Indian Day
Oh.
Parade. It was the one assignment I would pay people to take for me instead of working it. As a medic, I was called to respond into the crowd with my partner, and we came upon a guy laying on the ground where another guy took a knife and opened up his chest.
Yeah.
Okay, broke a couple of ribs,
Oh,
and then started cardiac massage. I mean, direct muscle massage. Okay.
Whew.
And we were like, what the? And then a police sergeant turns to me and goes, what the fuck? I didn't even get it out of my mouth, Sarge. And the guy turns to us and goes, I'm a doctor in the islands. I'm a doctor. He got stabbed. I go, yeah, he got stabbed in the heart, dude. Every time this guy pumped, arterial blood went shooting all over the place. All I did was turn to the sergeant, and the sergeant goes, what the fuck do we do? I said, Sarge, wherever the body goes, the doctor goes. Okay.
Yeah.
They both go. to the morgue. Okay, I ain't dealing with this. Yeah, it was a crazy situation, but yeah, so people are up in arms, you know, about invasion of privacy and shit like that. Up on Old Farts, I posted a couple of documents. I had access to the NYPD documents about post and about using drones and the privacy laws, because we had to write privacy procedures around everything we did with our drones too.
Yeah, exactly.
But one of the things we did, Andrew, was we had bought one of those Boston Dynamic dogs. We actually had 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They are
I
freaking
did it
hysterical. They're a blast, those fucking things, right? Well, the cops got them at the same time we did, right? Because we had the same grants. But they were knuckleheads. They went ahead and took it into the projects or the tenements and had the dog running up and down the hallways. Of course, then the ACLU complains about privacy and shit like that. Well, what we did with ours was we immediately skinned our drone or those Boston Robotics dogs. We skinned them to make them look like Dalmatians, black and white spots. Okay, white with black spots. So right away, when people see, in fact, the drones look like fire trucks. They usually have the striping and the logos on them. And this way, when people see that, they go, oh, that's the fire department. We like the fire department. Okay. So, you know, that's why we were able. Look at the recent crane fire in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't seen it, go look it up on the news. But actually, the robotics team was flying in order to direct the hose streams. Okay. To get to particular.
Sure.
You know, but what was amazing was I really have to give a hats off to the construction workers and especially the crane operator, because what had happened was they were lifting, I don't know what it was, something like 10 tons worth of concrete up to a floor. And you see that come down? Look at that. Hits the building across the street. By the way, that's 10th Avenue, guys. That is super, super wide, that avenue. And when that thing came down, it almost hit a battalion chief's vehicle.
Yeah, I saw that.
What happened was there was a fire in the engine compartment. And right away, the crane operator notified the construction workers on the ground what was happening. He attempted to extinguish it to the best of his ability. And then he had to come down, okay, that crane to escape. And the great thing was this was rush hour, okay?
Oh,
the construction workers ran out into the street and stopped all the traffic, and it called 911 at the same time. So the first responding units got to the scene within 3 minutes. This was at that 3-minute mark. Okay. But they had to put out that fire up there. They had to keep dousing it with water. Otherwise, that would have melted. The main turntable support would have melted. And if you think that crane, that boom was bad, well, having that crane command module come down with the whole turntable and all would have just been catastrophic. And then they evacuated 7 buildings in the area.
Could you imagine being that secretary in that fucking office right there where that crane is?
Luckily, the building across the street that it hit, those floors were being under renovation.
Oh man, that would have scared the shit out of me.
Change order.
That's a stroke of extreme luck.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tom, what was the height of that tower crane?
Well, the building itself, the top floor where there's always a sector chief will be. We do everything. We lead from the front. That's why we do suffer some loss. But he was, I believe, on the 38th floor. So that boom with the entire rig was probably 47 stories tall. I would say. Yeah, probably 47 stories.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Joe.
Yeah, I used to, being an electrician, we used to have to change the aircraft landing, beacons and stuff on the tower cranes around here, working here in Orange County. But our cranes are nowhere near that height. I mean,
no, yeah, I know.
We're only typically about, maybe 200,
Oh,
225 here in Orange County, 225, 250. Of course, in LA, a little higher.
Yeah, so 250 would put you about 22 stories tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Because then you're working on a building that's only going up 20 stories, 22 stories, and that, and that path.
Well, see, then if cranes get to a certain height, don't they just start attaching it to the side of the building?
No,
And
wildest
kinda
thing. No,
build
well,
up?
there's no building. They're building the building, right,
Yeah.
Justin?
Right.
So basically, it's the wildest thing to watch because these
They-
things grow.
Yeah.
They keep
Right.
growing as the construction goes on. And that's a major lift also. The crane itself is lifting its own supports up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Interesting.
really
Yeah,
it's
but they
really
will
wild.
attach.
that could
They
be-
will attach to the building after a certain height on the tower section, not the crane, just the tower.
Yeah, because
section.
I've seen the towers where they have
Yeah, and
like
you'll-
two
and you'll
beams
see-
going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's some wild shit, man. Definitely some wild stuff.
Crazy.
Let me see if I have.
Yeah, we used to have fun going out to the front because, of course, there's two aircraft lights on it. You got one at the back, on the back wheelbase, and then one on the very front. You got to go all the way and straddle it all the way down and climb inside of it and go all the way down to the front trolley and replace the aircraft landing lights.
So you
That
talk
ain't-
about
that probably ain't fun.
It was
you talk
fun.
about drones. So when you have like a junkyard fire, okay?
Yep.
Really, the only way to fight a junkyard fire is they basically come in with a forklift and they lift up each car and douse it. And the problem is, by the time you put water on everything, because it's just one big smoky situation, because tires when they burn, it's just black acrid
Oh
smoke.
yeah.
And you could, like at this junkyard fire in Staten Island, it was marine units, actually, boats putting water on along with tower ladders. And you'll have approximately anywhere from 80 to 200 firefighters and sometimes 50 pieces of apparatus there. And it can take 30 hours to put this out. And what you have when you're done is one big sludge pile, right? And then all the firefighters have to be deconned and all that. Well, when we started introducing, I had to sell this up, not down. I had to sell this to other chiefs and say, hey, look at what we can do here. So here is drone photography using a Mavic 2 Enterprise with thermal imaging and being able to identify the hotspots and then have the team redirect the hose streams over to where the actual fire was.
Was this a junkyard or something?
Yeah, this was a junkyard. Probably had close to 2,000 cars in this junkyard, right along the shoreline in Staten Island, adjacent to Bayonne, New Jersey. So once you're able to tell them, hey, change the azimuth, change your bearing, and then they can redirect the hose streams and get the fire out that much quicker. Okay. So actually by using the drone, and what was going on the side was a fork truck lifting a car that was on fire out of the way. But this incident, instead of taking 30 hours, took 45 minutes. And most units were
Because
returned
of the
to
drone.
service. Yeah, exactly. So the way we presented it was not so much to save civilians in the beginning, because that's just the mission anyway, right? My whole thing was we have a giant memorial wall when you walk into the lobby at headquarters. And of course it has those that made the supreme sacrifice. Okay. There's over almost 1,300 names on that wall. So my whole thing was force protection. Okay. So keeping members safe. So when we, in New York City, when you're fighting a fire, it's such a dense environment that you have to be super aggressive. So there is no exterior attack. Okay, yes, we work from the outside, but we also work from the inside. So we have to put members up on the roof. They're called OVs, or outside vent members, with K-12 saws to cut openings in the roof to allow the gases, the heat
To
and
escape.
smoke to escape, right? But
Yep.
now you have them operating on this roof, the smoky condition. They're wearing self-contained breathing apparatus and all, but there can be 8 to 10 firefighters up there and a couple of officers up there, and the incident commander can't see what's going on up there. Well, what we started to do was put the drones up with thermal imaging. Not only could we see our individual members, but we could see the heat signatures below the roof line and say, hey, evacuate the northwest corner of that roof. It's going to go soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And the key there is making sure members go home at the end of their tour.
Amen.
So that's where the value comes in. Now look at the neighborhood I live in. I'm in a active adult community. Okay. And I'm a youngster here, which makes me feel good. But the thing is, think about a drone, your grandfather, your father, whatever, has Alzheimer's and wanders. I mean, we have the Black Hills over here. You could put up a drone and find that person within short order versus salvaging them 2-3 days later because you couldn't get to them. Okay. So it's nothing but a life-saving tool. And not only that, it's fucking fun as all hell. Okay.
Good old silver alert.
Now the robotics, the FDNY robotics team is a full-time response unit that respond 24/7, 365 anywhere in the city of New York with a wider range of different drones. In fact, when they had the parking garage collapse, they used the Dalmatian, okay, the Boston Dynamics dog. They used Mavic 3 Enterprise thermals, and they also used the Nevada with lights to fly inside, okay, because what happened was the parking garage had pancaked in the collapse, okay, so there were voids, and the only way to get into to see if there were people to rescue was with the Avata.
What's up, Nanya?
So they'll use whatever.
Because the Avata is the only one most versatile to get in there.
Well, that and this way also it could help plan a path for the Boston Dynamics dog to go in. And the Boston Dynamics dog actually has an arm you can manipulate to move stuff. So, you know what? It's like anything else in a fire department. It's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. And now, thank God, the price of them with the M30 coming down like it did, and with having the
M30T
the flare,
is just a purpose-built. Yeah,
it's great.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The hysteria about data leakage, okay?
Yeah.
Has caused a lot of fire departments not to be able to leverage a tool like it.
Isn't New York using them exclusively?
Absolutely, because the way I was able to buy them, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay. I was a bureau chief. I ran technology development and systems. So what?
Because look at Florida.
I had a huge budget, by the way. Okay, we're talking about a department that's 18,000 members. Our annual budget is roughly $2.1 billion a year. Okay, my operating budget in my bureau was $320 million a year. So, and I had 327 members in my bureau. So the problem was we put in for grants to buy some of these drones, and early on we were able to do it. But then when some freaking pimping consultant, okay, pimping for some blue UAS company in DOD wrote an article about data leakage. The Chinese getting all the data,
like in Florida.
Don't use them for military. You're flying MQ-9 Reapers. You don't need that. But these fire departments, the local Podunk Fire Department can raise $6,000 at a parade and buy a life-saving tool.
Yeah.
Okay. But they can't buy it because either their jurisdiction, like Florida, turns around and says,
"Yeah, that's ridiculous."
And they take them away, and then they give you a blue UAS drone that starts a fire in the back of a patrol car.
Well,
okay?
see, this is
so now the cops are like, "Yeah, we don't want to carry these things because they're unreliable."
Well, the
What
whole
you
data
should do-
leakage.
Yeah, is
I was-
bullshit.
But the whole data leakage thing was just an excuse because it's
Yeah.
it's a bigger issue of just an anti-Chinese sentiment
And
altogether.
that's part
Yeah.
of Skydio's technology that they
But
were
Justin-
doing in order to get it.
Justin, tell me what blue UAS drone doesn't have Chinese components in it.
Well, I don't
You'd
think.
be hard-
No.
You'd
See,
be hard
and I-
pressed to find it.
well, I've said this before. It's not so much the components people are worried about; it's the software running it. So if DJI was running an American software, I don't think there would be any
Justin,
issue with it.
it's the chip. It's the chip itself. The
Yes,
Huawei,
but what I'm saying-
the Huawei chip in the phone. That's why they weren't allowing them to come here with 5G, because they could transfer every bit of transmitted signal
But-
right straight back to
Yeah,
Huawei.
but what I'm saying is, like, when Apple has their phones built in China,
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
obviously are going to go through those phones to make sure that it is to the specs that they are going to do.
The company
I
that
mean, they're
made-
just not going to slip something in there without Apple not knowing
Right,
about
right.
it.
But now NIST,
the company that
the
made the
National
circuit boards
Institute-
that came out of Anaheim, California.
Yeah. Well,
for
NIST,
the Apple phones.
So NIST, the National Institute of Science and Standards and Technology, along with New Steel, that's the National Science Testing Lab for DHS.
Yeah.
Both did studies and found data leakage was not an issue. Okay.
Oh, they know
Not
it's
only
not.
that-
I'm telling you, they
not
know
only
it's
that,
not.
in public safety, we use products called Drone Deploy, which completely encapsulates the data. Okay. And all our data, by the way, was CONUS, Continental US only.
Well,
in
like I
secure
said,
data centers.
They
And
know
you got
for a
freaking
fact
Google
that
Earth, dude. You can find
But I'm
anything
saying-
you want in Google Earth.
they know for a fact that there's no data leakage. They're just using that as a false flag,
right?
Because they need to label
Exactly.
something on it.
Exactly. And listen, here's how you deal with this, okay? The right way.
Kill them all.
We do not invest in STEM in this country, okay? So we don't grow our own expertise anymore. We don't bother, right? Which
You
is
all right there, Tim?
ridiculous. What
Oh,
we
yeah.
should turn around and do is we should give these blue
Wings.
UAS companies grants to do research and innovate. So maybe at some point in the very near future, they can compete with companies, a company that holds what 70-something% of the market share.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
But when you look at an M30T made by DJI, that is a purpose-built. To me,
Yeah.
that's like the Jaws of Life. That's a Hearst tool. Okay,
Yeah.
it is purpose-built for public safety, and
Jaws of
you're
Life, I
keeping
use
that
that on my
tool.
exploit.
You're keeping that tool out of hands of people that are responsible to save life.
Well, like I'm saying, is that if an American company went in tomorrow and just bought out DJI, and all of a sudden they were running an American software, honestly, I think that whole argument would just, I think the
Yeah.
whole stigma with DJI would just go away.
Well, you know what was
no,
funny, Jeff?
no. You know what it would be, just as a quick thing, Justin, is we don't have the know-how of the software or anything.
STEM
That's-
education, right?
That's where it's
The
going
lack
to
of.
be, and unless we can build it up exactly what you're talking about, Tom.
So you know,
And people like Jerry Caverly in Texas, and the people that really get into for their high schools and teach STEM programs. If you came in, you would have to redo and bring people in. The software would go to hell in a handbasket because you're going to have to rewrite that whole entire software package for people that don't know the drone.
Well,
That's where the problem would lie, even if they took it over tomorrow.
now, I would say that there are, at least around here, like my son got put, so he's a little ahead of kids his age. He actually pretty much like almost aced the state testing in 8th grade, and so they put him in all advanced classes, and one of his classes is actually robotics and drones.
That's great.
Oh, cool.
And in high
Very good.
school. But he's in a level class that he shouldn't have been in until he was in 11th or 12th grade.
That's great. That's great.
So,
you know, but
That's
this
wonderful.
is what we need to invest in, Justin, right?
And
right.
This is where we need to spend our money. And we don't spend our money on education in this freaking country.
We got
Not
advanced
shortchanging.
advanced basket weaving 104.
Dude,
Go
we don't
ahead,
teach
Tim.
people- please, we don't teach people how to balance a fucking checkbook in this country.
But
Amen.
Justin could already teach them the basics of drones.
Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead, Tim. Tim wanted to say something. Go ahead.
I was gonna say in ninth grade, I was in college prep courses. People were stupid back then.
Good for you.
My G.
I was going to say, Tim, what happened?
I was about to ask him the same question.
I became a drunk.
No,
Gentlemen,
but
I've got to back out of here. Thanks for having me in. Appreciate
actually,
it.
I do
Great
too,
conversation
but
tonight.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'm
Tom.
pretty much heading
yeah,
out next 10 minutes.
Andrew, Dominic, Tim,
Yes,
Justin,
Dave.
thank you, and everybody in chat. Thanks for a
Nice
wonderful
to-
night. Have a great, happy Labor Day to those of you,
And happy
and safe
Father's
Labor Day for
in
those who are here in
Australia.
the United States.
Hey,
Mm.
hey, Steve, don't
Yeah.
melt.
It's not that hot. It's the humidity. It's the killer.
Yeah, still
And
don't melt.
happy,
Steve, you know, if
And
you make it this way, reach out, dude.
and
All
happy
righty,
birthday.
man. And if when I tell you what, our next trip out there, I will be calling you way ahead of time.
Definitely. Definitely.
Take care.
And
all right,
And
we'll see
happy
you later.
sperm donor
Good
day.
night.
Happy sperm donor day.
Guys, I got a 5 a.m. wake up tomorrow. I'm headed out to do something, so I'm going to bail also. But
All
always a
right, Tom.
pleasure.
Appreciate
I-
it. man.
Okay.
I predict Tom is going to take pictures.
No, really? You think so?
I see.
And I think Timmy's blowing flames out of his ass tomorrow, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
tomorrow?
Yes. Yes.
Dom,
Super
always
hot.
a pleasure. Justin,
Super hot.
see you next
All right,
time.
see
bro.
you later.
Take care, guys.
See you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down anyway because it's pushing
We're getting
1
close
o'clock
to
here
midnight.
pretty soon. So,
It's not even 1 o'clock. It's
Sorry,
12:30.
getting after midnight. It's getting close to 1, I meant to say.
my back is hurting. I want to go lay down.
Old age.
That's enough out of him. All right. Anyway.
Yeah,
All right.
here's the
I'll,
spring chicken.
Mm.
all right. I'll catch y'all later, and everybody in the chat on all 3 channels. I appreciate y'all being here, and we will see you guys again next time.
We'll see you
No
later.
worries.
We may stream tomorrow. I don't know, or we may be at Bill's. I'm not entirely sure
Yeah.
yet.
Probably easier to join Bills.
But we will
Never.
see you guys again.
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks
All
for
right.
coming in,